I'm
everybody.
in.
We are back
Yee.
with Super D&D, episode 29 of Season 5. It is now, just barely, as it just crests past midnight. It's now June 13th, around 12 a.m. There are 19 days remaining. But last time, in episode 28, we had picked up from the phone call that Carrie Montana had with Ian and Mop while they were out doing some investigations. She says, Ian basically says, we're on it, referring to where they had found a lead on Clara T and a number of dead investigators or police officers. They travel all the way over there towards Malart and then head all the way over through to Selanin. They try to go in. There is a bit of topsy-turviness until Ian is catapulted out of it and crashes into the wall as things get very wonky and they get moved around the building of the hotel they find themselves in. But then Mop eventually finds his way out as well, but they see that there's this large purple dome. They send a picture of that into the group chat, and everybody eventually is on their way. Ian's original plan was just have Ambrose teleport them over, but his portals have been on the fritz yet again, so they had to find alternate means of getting there, mainly being Minerva. However, when they get Minerva there, she's very quickly passes out, and Ambrose and Athena, being a little bit stronger than her, are able to resist it, even though they also have quite a astound mental connection to the world around them. They go down. Seamus takes her off so they can all go in after finding a way inside using Jeffrey's idea to counteract with their own group energy from various different, mental and soul and spirit and various different other ways of getting through that massive force of energy that they were seeing just loop and loop and loop and get built up more and more and more until they were finally able to get inside and up the building and hold that concentration as a group together. They finally get inside. They finally get close to Clara T. They saw visions and chaos all throughout it. And when they get there, they hear Clara T desperately saying, "Why is this it? Show me something else. This can't be it." Until they were able to do battle. A number of them taking a few bits of damage, other people expertly protecting each other to avoid some lethal damage to others. And they were able to finish her off. Athena briefly going down, but then pick herself up, pick up a shotgun, and blast a hole right in Clara T's chest. She didn't quite go down from that. It took a few moments. Almost like Clara T herself was catching up until she finally goes down with the words saying, "We're all going to die." As that happens, she falls to the ground. The energy doesn't quite dissipate right away from what Athena and Ambrose can feel. But you can see it's not building up more and more. And as those loops of visions that they were all seeing loop one more final time, and twice, thrice, then they're gone. Everything seems to calm, and everything seems to become real. Sound starts moving outside, lights seem to come back on. Everything feels real once again. With her on the floor, and sound moving around on the streets below, what do you all do?
Probably cry.
Just kind of stand there, shocked,
Athena's gonna lower her weapon.
hesitating, scared.
Athena's gonna start walking out of the room.
Walking out of the room.
Yep. She's walking past everyone, starting to head out.
Cortez follows her.
Arya goes to comfort Ashley. Immediately. Hugs. Big hugs.
She grasps on to where you're hugging her side, but she's still just looking at Clara T and looking at the situation.
You see Jeffrey will go over and just extend a hand, an iron coffin, around Clarity, and kind of scoops her up and tilts it sideways. So she's in it, but kind of floating behind him. Enough of that. Come on, there's no use in sticking around.
I will let Thalia know.
He's kind of
And I'm a
Starts
call
heading down the
Thalia.
stairs. Yes, Cortez.
what? I'm sorry.
It like glitches out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Seems like energy is still a little weird fucking with
Hmm,
things, but
that's
you
fine.
are able to get through.
Clarity is dead.
Is it? That's here.
I will call you later. The energy around here seems to be ruining the reception.
Cortez. And she hangs up. Or the connection drops, one of the two.
Well, I mean, since I'm calling from my head, would I be able to tell whether if there was a connection failure or...
Yeah, connection failed.
Okay. There's too much concentrated energy here. Let's leave the building as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you all start to head down, you see there is, as you go down 2 floors from where you are, so you were on the 7th floor.
7?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
go down to the 5th floor, and you see that there is a person lying face down on the floor. Notably, one of the people that worked for Clarity. The bigger, bald guy that has just said, please, basically, it's like, end me, before, when you saw him before he got teleported away.
Is he... Can Athena walk towards him and check his pulse, see if he's still alive?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a health or medicine.
And I
Okay.
just shake or nod my head at Athena as I see her going through this body that I can sense already.
I
Is he
mean,
dead?
does Athena turn around to look at Ashley as you hear your friends coming down the stairs, or no?
Oh, well, yeah, if they came down the stairs, then yes.
They
but,
weren't
like,
that far
if-
behind you.
Okay, and yeah, no, they should, like, stand there about to do it, hear them, turn around, look to her.
There is, it's a little interesting. There is no pulse, and then there's a pulse. It's like he just came back.
Yeah. Is it cycling like that, or did he just
It
die
seems
and
like
then came
he's
back right now?
dying and not able to die fully. So, sort of.
I'll kind of. She like looks at it, and then she already didn't look good, and now is looking at this body looking a little worse. And then she kind of looks at Athena and just shakes her head.
Athena, like, doesn't say anything, just looks back at the body and then just sighs. And then she'll keep walking.
I'm gonna do something really quick before we leave that body, just in case there might be some information that we may or may not need.
Okay.
I will first open my character sheet. And since it loads, I just wanted to make sure I haven't spread actions left, which I should. Oh, there goes the music. Well, that's
back.
unfortunate.
Don't worry, it's coming back.
Okay, that was you. Okay.
Sick tunes, man.
I thought I broke it for myself as I was loading my sheet. Spread actions. Yeah, I still have freaking 6 of them left. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, recollection, and attempt to use my knowledge of being able to perceive memories from memories and emotions from both the shadows and basically the energy that's already surrounding us.
Okay. With the current energy, you don't even have to roll. Because you kind of just absorb a lot of that at the same moment. But when you see that you go to reach out you see that there is like a bit of frost coming from his mouth, like when he breathes out, like the ground, the blood pool of blood that came from his mouth freezes over slightly, like he's still breathing very faintly. And you see
Interesting.
you see that as that happens, you reach out, and there's just a chaotic mess of just terror and panic, and him bouncing around and just being blasted by different forms of energy, and then not knowing where he is, trying to get out, and just death after death after death after death after death after death, with him coming back over and over and over. Over and over and over.
So was this? So could I conclude that this was the product of Clarity's thing, be able to see the future? That's what he was visioning this whole time of his death repeatedly.
Maybe, or just being within this space. It seems like, because it was just dangerous for you guys to walk in as is. It seems like they, with less energy-like abilities, weren't able to get out or stay in or even survive. Who knows how long they were here before you even got here?
That's fair. Okay. I'll write that down.
Alright.
And that is all I'm doing.
So, you see, as you walk down another floor, this time, you see a very odd sight. You see, halfway sticking through a wall and partially fused with it is another person. You just see the legs, torso, and like one arm through the wall, the other's partially in a room.
Ooh.
It actually feels a very strange heartbeat with it. Slow and irregular.
Like he's on the verge of death, or he's like alive.
It's not sure. Ashley's never seen someone fused with a hotel building.
Yeah. She'll kind of go up to it, and like as if she's about to touch it, and then it's just confused and will just take another step back.
What is that?
It's alive.
Looks to it and checks for a mental.
It's
Like
there.
checks to see if there's anything.
It's there, but it's like asleep almost, but not quite.
Like a coma?
Like yeah. Would it be like a coma or like that weird state of in between?
Not necessarily a coma, just sort of asleep, sort of not. Drowsy, you could say.
Ew.
Athena will look to Ambrose. Look to the others. I don't know what to do. Like it's very much like Athena's just like, I don't know how to help this man. I really don't.
What's the situation on this guy's soul?
That's good. We just saw blood, heart, head, and mental.
His-
And now soul.
His soul seems to be intact, but it seems to be stretched almost. Like
Can I
slightly
compress
beyond the body.
back?
Say again, sorry?
I'd like to use an inspired action to try and sort of not to like grab onto the soul per se, but to sort of like guide it back, just kind of like unstretch it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll faith or religion here to start.
I almost just rolled a perception because I wanted to do that.
38.
Very good.
You see that as you kind of feel within that space, kind of the leg and like part of the torso and arm, you kind of feel that his soul is like partially embedded and is part of the wall.
Oh, like a living wall.
Like his body and soul has been
Ashley's
slightly
like-
transmuted to be a part of it. So for
Yeah.
Ambrose to pull it back would to be like shrinking it. It'd be like if Ambrose shrunk down his own soul, it'd be like, I don't want to have my soul in my limbs anymore. I just want to be a torso and a head. So Ambrose is like looking at this
Should I-
like, I don't know where to put. I mean,
I look at
Rip them
Ambrose.
apart, I guess, but
I look at Ambrose and I say, should we put him out of it?
I don't think we can.
What do you mean?
he's saying people don't die anymore.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
just gonna keep cycling like this?
The best thing we can do is try and separate him from the wall. It might lose the use of legs and arms. They won't be in this hell.
He's like half asleep, half awake right now, so if there's anything we can do now, that would be great. If not, then we have to wait until we can get some sort of backup. Unless we can just do this right on the spot.
I look at Ambrose. Do you wanna?
Real quick, looking at sort of the energies around him,
Mhm.
would it be safe to say that it's the energy around him that is causing this to happen?
Not so much causing it, caused it.
Caused it.
It seems that whatever was happening to him specifically was making his body fluid. And when Clarity died, it stopped being fluid.
And is the energies in the area like still coursing it to happen, or is it like no longer affecting it?
Roll me an Arcana in this case.
Okay.
26, not bad. With some of the research Ambrose has done on transmutation and some like stuff that he hasn't quite fully figured out, but enough to see that the energy in the area is very much of the idea of change as a whole. It seems that with so much of an influx of energy and having that form and transmute someone so heavily, it is not so much not there, it has just as much potential to happen as to not to happen. It seems like Ambrose could attempt to reverse it or try to do it himself, but it might not be easy.
Okay. Because my thoughts were sort of drifting towards the route of trying to do the same thing that I did to like Tartarus when he was, or no, not Tartarus. It was straight up the void.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to try and remove the energy, but that's not going to help him get out of this situation.
Yeah.
I need to use the energy to try and reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, okay. This is this is fucked up. All right. He'll sort of look back at like Ashley and Athena and be like, I'm gonna need a lot of help with this.
What exactly do you need?
Anything you got?
I apparently have
I
the tower
can't-
inspired magic, so let's give it a shot.
I can't guarantee that this guy's still gonna have an arm, but if that's gonna be better than him being trapped like that, then yeah.
I'll step forward and sort of, instead of removing the energies, I'm going to sort of harness the energies. Rather than trying to force it to do what I want to sort of like guide it back through his body to sort of like in the opposite direction to see if I can,
Try to reverse engineer.
yeah, reverse engineer it.
Gotcha.
Just kind of going with the flow
Yeah.
of the energy.
Okay. Athena and Ashley.
If anything goes
Oh, go ahead.
if anything goes wrong, I'm finding the arteries that are in his arm and I'm slicing it at that spot and hoping Ambrose heals it right after I do. it.
Alright, the wound.
It's like you
Um,
chop it off and then he's like, okay, super glue it back together.
Athena.
Well, there's no other arm. It's in the wall.
Well, you haven't walked into the
That's
room to
it.
maybe see if it's on the other side.
Well, whose fault is that?
I mean,
I mean,
You know-
I'd be able to feel it if it's on the other side.
Yeah,
Is it on the
His
other
head
side?
and his other arm is like through the wall on on the other side.
Got it. Okay.
So he's literally
I'm
just
gonna
clipping
do
through
it-
this wall and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I can to see if, like, I'm gonna maintain his body as Ambrose figures out how to pull him out of that position he's in, and then if it doesn't go too well by the time we're just at his arm or his hand, cinch.
Well, to
Think
do
about
that,
it.
well, think about it like this way. If you were to cut something, you'd basically be cutting him from the neck down towards the
No,
hip.
I just said right now, I was hoping Ambrose would be able to figure that part out. And then if it's just his arm that's still in by the time that we
Okay.
have a good majority of him out, his arm is getting cut off. So
Yeah,
that he
head
can
first.
survive. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, what Athena's gonna do is, of course, precog, clairvoyance, all those fun things.
Mhm.
But because they've also been, in a weird way, being able to see and work with energy and being able to change or transmute if you want, I don't know. Athena's going to help trying to hone in on that magic with using kind of mental magic, but unfortunately I already used it, I think, earlier in the day.
Or you can use
I'll use-
you can use inspired actions to
Yeah,
make spells.
yeah.
So
That's what I was going to do. I was going to use inspired action to kind of help harness that transmutation. And even if I can't make the spell now, at least I have the understanding and like how it happened and all that, so that'll be easier later down the line. But Athena is definitely going to be messing with that transmuting of sort, because they've done a lot of things to change different things with magic. So,
yeah, try
so
to help
Athena's gonna do.
guide Ambrose
Mhm.
as he does it. Okay. So I'd like
I do
Ashley.
wanna-
Oh, go ahead, Khalil.
It's just like one little thing is
Mhm.
like I wanna put a calming tone around everybody to make it go okay, and to also make sure that this person, if they just happen to wake up from what we're trying to from saving him, that they don't freak out
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
chill vibes. So it'll
A
be an easy
gradual freak out
process.
rather than an immediate ah.
Instead of,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
It's
Oh.
You just hear on the other side of the wall.
I put laughing gas on all this fucker.
Oh.
I feel this concrete
Oh,
sensation in
Oh,
me.
whoa, is this pain?
Oh, the misery.
Okay. So, with the calming tone, precog, clairvoyance, I'd like Ambrose to go ahead and roll a faith or religion at advantage with the plus 14. I'd like Athena to roll an arcana with the advantage plus 4. Or not plus 4.
Does that help?
Well, it doesn't really matter what you rolled, I guess. It's 2 natural 20s. I'd like Ashley to roll advantage plus
What's the
14 as
medical
well.
Doctor
and you're gonna roll a
What?
perception for Ashley keeping an eye on things.
Come on, Ashley.
perception.
Yeah.
Got one that 20.
20.
17 plus 14 is pretty good. So with that, as you are unsticking this person from the wall he's been fused with, you see that Ambrose starts pulling that energy around, and Athena starts taking little bits and pieces, kind of like making these signs that she's getting used to in the air. Her eyes start to split more and more and more. And then Arya's tone keeps it in as you see that he's sucked through the wall towards you and falls onto the ground. You see that
Is he fucking okay?
he's not moving. His eyes are wide open and
Heart
pupils are
beating.
small. His heartbeat is back to a regular slow, seemingly unconscious. This is a person I don't think anybody has seen, but assume that because they're there, they're working for Clarity. Similar outfit, similar clothing, things like that. One thing you do notice, especially Ambrose, that they have pointed ears as well.
That's interesting.
Athena, is he okay?
I'm going to check his mental and his entire body with the energy.
You see that you are able to check him. He seems to just be unconscious and maybe a strange state of shock, but he is out of the wall.
He's he'll be fine. He's just unconscious, maybe a little shocked from everything, but he'll be fine after a few a well rest.
Question.
Mhm.
if I recall correctly, wasn't a lot of the people with clarity like the old, a lot of these soldiers back from Project Core?
These were all the people that were the archangels, the ones
Yeah,
that
the angels that were helping her out.
Seamus.
Seamus being one of them for a while.
Oh, okay.
There's a number of them that are dead, but yeah, these are the ones that you've seen so far that were with her.
Okay, because when you said like they don't look familiar, that clicked in my head, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe? I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
If I were to try and read this guy's energy, would it be possible to tell if he's from the Silent Realm?
Maybe, because there is a distinctness of people in the Silent Realm. You could definitely try to, if you wanted to use like your another inspired action, just to kind of sense it would work, or you could try to roll, but it'd be much more difficult.
Yeah, I'll definitely use an inspired action.
Cool. With the inspired action burnt there to kind of feel it, you see that he doesn't appear to be, like, you're very certain, like it's not 100%, but it's like an upper 90, somewhere in the 90s of this person is probably not from the Silent Realm.
Okay.
I'll pick up this guy's body and put him over the closed iron coffin.
Okay.
Just making sure he's
And then I guess because we're finding some interesting people and stuck in really bad situations, she'll take a moment there to just pause and ping a heartbeat sense throughout the building. Not the passive, the true one.
Okay. All right, and Zune, what were you saying?
I was just making sure that he's nice and healthy with healing. Just
Oh yeah. Boom. Yeah, you heal him up to full. You see he kind of, his eyes twitch and like come back a little bit. Kind of looks around at everybody where he was, and he like almost slips off of the iron coffin, and he realizes who's there, and he just
Hold
kind
him
of
up.
he just kind of lays back down.
And it's like, oh.
I'm not gonna cause
You're fine now.
problems. You see, he says is barely a whisper, like you can
We know.
barely hear him.
He refuses the wall, we know.
Don't worry, we got you.
Where are the others?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can sense him.
You see,
Can I
as you,
sense any mental presences?
as you
Very helpful.
press that out, mental presence. Do you have an
Some of them
ability
I cannot heartbeat sense.
sense?
I don't. Hold on. I can create telepathic link with people. I can see energies. I'll use an inspired action in order to do it.
Okay.
I
Gotcha,
think it's
doubling
just something that like I've heard Athena do multiple times, so I was like, I know she can. I'll use another inspired action in order to do that.
Gotcha. Remember, abilities you don't have, you can always try to turn into a spell later on too. You can
So
always keep
We don't
them.
know.
we're gonna have to talk about a transmuting spell now. So because I can do that.
Nano would approve.
I'm becoming better than him. I can't be better than
Athena
anyone.
becomes goddess of transmutation just to spite Nano.
Literally just like stomps on his thing and be like, "You gotta try again, little boy."
Anyway, with Athena and Ashley looking around, I'd like both of you, because of the unique circumstances, to roll a perception.
Perception, interesting.
Oh,
This is why I have heartbeat sense, because I don't roll perception. I should just be able to ping
I
out.
know. Under normal circumstances, you'd be able to like sense people, no problem. Athena catches 2 people. Ashley only catches 1. And Ashley's like, yeah, there's one other person that she senses like by the 2nd floor. And then Athena senses someone on the 3rd and 2nd floor.
I too.
Let's go down.
And the other guy that we left on the upstairs, he's dead, right? Yeah.
You sense the mental presence.
Okay.
You didn't sense
So
one
if
before.
there's
And who's just cycling through his death?
oh, he has a mental presence now.
Yeah, he didn't before, and Ashley's like, he's dead. And he's not
Because
dead?
he was cycling.
So there's
through his
so
death,
there's
yeah.
the one on
he-
the top, and then the third and the
2nd
or
floor.
the second and the. Okay. So there's 3 in total that are still alive.
Ish.
So the one upstairs is now having a mental presence, and then we have the two on the third and second floor.
Also, one thing to say to Ashley, the person that she sensed, perfectly healthy.
Going downstairs.
Doesn't seem injured
Someone down.
Oh no.
Someone downstairs is in really good shape. I don't know if that's a threat or not.
Take it as one until we know.
It doesn't feel like somebody you know.
Somebody
We should
that
send
Someone that
at
I've
least
fought
people to go
before
check
or
that out.
no? Helen? Is it
This
someone that
one-
I've fought before or no?
You did not. You have not seen this person.
Never mind. She'll shake her head at Arya. No.
He hasn't
this
seen
is
his
me.
license and registration yet.
Not yet, not yet.
Jeffrey, Arya, if you could go check out that whatever it is that's perfectly healthy.
Okay.
Athena, come with me. We'll go and see if the others are alive.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Should we really be splitting up right now?
I don't think we have a choice. We don't know how
Yeah.
long we have.
Have with what?
Whatever's happening here, we have to figure out what's happening now.
Well, it's all going away. We just killed her.
That's the issue. If it goes away, we might not be able to fix it. I
Yeah,
used
but
this
last
energy to-
time there
Oh,
was
wait.
two of us up against one of these guys. Jacob died. We're not splitting up, Ambrose.
I mean, if we just saved one of them, and apparently something happened wrong with Clarity, I don't think they're going to be exactly doing what they told her to do, or told them to do. If you want, we can have somebody posted at the stairs so that there's always another person just to keep a chain link.
Also,
I
just
could be
to,
steps.
to clarify some space, the two are below you, kind of in like you'll be passing one floor and then another down to get to the next one. The only person, excuse me, is above you is the person you already passed.
That's what they're saying. They
Yeah.
were saying those people can go downstairs anyways, and I was saying, nah, let's not.
I mean, we have the healer and the mental person going upstairs. We can kind of at least delay them until there's an issue.
You also have
If you know.
you also have a Speedy Boy and a mom.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
can
say,
just
there's
go.
also
Yeah.
Ian who-
I mean, like Athena's looking at
Hotel
Ashley
stairs.
like, I get it, but it's okay. It's over. We're just dealing with the aftermath. Like it's that kind of look
Listen,
Athena's
listen.
giving.
I mean, I
Ashley is
I
not
do,
taking any of that in, and she just looks terrified.
I do I'm like no comfort. I do understand what Ashley's saying. So how about Athena? Do you think you have enough energy to put up a telepathic link between all of us?
I
So
could.
if anything does happen, we can just say it in the mind, and you guys can come down quickly.
I mean, I could also shout, but I'm
What?
going down to
I
investigate.
don't know if your shout can. Okay, wait for me.
Cortez, do you mind staying at the stairs so I can at least give them a link with you?
Está bien.
Ashley? Or is that okay?
Whatever.
Athena will then look to Ambrose and will follow his lead.
I will give Ashley a really big, tight hug.
Yeah.
before-
Ambrose will sigh and be like,
And
Falls
Actually-
from it. squeezes
actually, none of
away.
us are going to die today.
I'm dying down here.
Stop!
Just kidding.
Then he like feels like he's dying because he skips a step by accident.
Yeah.
His foot goes through the step and he dies again for a second.
I'll fly to catch up with Jeffrey.
Yeah,
I guess.
Ashley's gonna go down. She's
Okay.
avoided whatever Ambrose just said and just walks away from him, going downstairs.
Damn.
I fuck you too.
Okay.
Screw your trauma.
All right. So
I'm
Yeah,
sorry you
I'll
care about your
leave it-
friends.
I'll lead Athena, I guess. I'm apparently leading Athena, despite me saying Athena lead me.
Oh, well. It's fine. I got it. It's like she
Trying to
follows him
find
and then
track.
like follows him up the stairs and then whatever Cortez says.
Look, she's an old lady. She needs help sometimes.
Just
Yeah,
see
you know, she
everything.
needs help walking down the stairs, you know?
Not clarity. I see everything. No,
Nah, you're just old.
I'm just told.
Okay.
Athena will then
Super old.
So as you
take the
two
lead, I guess.
jump back up a couple stairs, a couple flights, you find him still laying there, but you see that the pool of blood that his head was kind of resting in is now just kind of ice and frozen to his face slightly.
I will check his mental. Is he conscious, or is he like also like that other person, like in between?
Kind of like unconscious, conscious. Like mental presence is there, but he's not really like alive. He's pretty much dead.
It's just okay, so it's kind of okay. Athena will look to Ambrose and be like, he's basically at, for lack of a better term, at death's door. Do we want to heal him up, or how do you want to go about this?
I'm gonna, I guess, use my energy sight and whatnot to just determine what the exact issues are. If it's just physical issues, I'll walk up and I'll use a healing holistically. But if it's like down to like energy stuff, I want to sort of look for that.
Okay. You see that you kind of walk up to him and kind of feel him in a medical sense. It seems like his heart, lungs, and intestines have exploded.
I'm
Oh,
gonna start rebuilding that.
You see
Athena will give him precog.
it takes
And
Ambrose a
Claire
good
runs
like
over.
10-ish minutes to really complete this, which is pretty good in comparison.
I mean, I rewrote someone's nervous system. All right, this is nothing.
You're getting there. You're getting pretty good at it. But Ambrose is more surprised at how long this guy has probably been dying over and over again, that he has not passed on or just faded.
He's a fighter.
This guy's not giving up, despite what you heard him say. So, in the meantime, as everybody walks down the stairs towards floor 3,
Or the first body, the one that's hurt, not the one that's alive yet.
yes, you're approaching up that one. This is the one that Ashley could not sense, but you don't see them. So they could be in one of the rooms.
Can I investigate the floor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I start investigating the floor?
You're able to do so.
Trying to see
Is
if I
anybody
can find his
helping
body.
or searching or doing anything else while Ashley starts to investigate?
So
I help.
Go ahead, Kier.
so being the ones that went downstairs, this person that we're looking for is completely healthy.
No,
Not this
well,
one.
this
That would
one,
be that's the next floor.
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
we were assigned to by Athena is floor 2. This is the floor 3 one that Ashley couldn't heartbeat sense, but Athena could mental sense.
Okay.
This one's hurt though.
Just as a reference point,
Yeah, this is the hurt boy.
the Jeffrey's kind of been floating in iron coffin that he used to scoop up Clarity, and on top of it is
He's
another
dead.
person that works for Clarity that was fused with a wall. That they unfused with a wall. He's just kind of resting on top, and was healed up to the point where he's not causing any trouble, but he's just laying there to not.
Okay,
cause
so
issues.
I'm what are they called?
Gurney
I'm
stretcher.
what are those guys that like
Coffin bear?
stretcher? Yes, I'm a
You're
stretcher.
the stretcher right now.
Yeah.
Or a funeral procession,
Well-
depending on how you look at it.
Or a baby.
I guess I'll just take I guess I'll take a general look around the room. If I'm concentrating on this, I definitely don't want to let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay. I will I got Moogles at the first time. Just took a drink. Good timing, Kier.
Why here?
Well, I will say do this.
Papa.
Caroline, go ahead and roll investigation. And Jeffrey, go ahead and roll perception.
Can
'cause
it
you're doing...
be? Can it be at advantage? Because Steiner said he was helping.
I would say Ashley gets the advantage from that, and I would say Arya, because she's been closer to Jeffrey, will help with his perception roll. So both of you get advantage.
Poggers.
Okay, 26 and a 35. You see that Jeffrey, Ashley starts looking around on one side. Jeffrey's kind of just doing a glance. He sees like there's some more markings, and he kind of like gets a slight smell of like burning. Not that kind of catches his attention. He kind of like points Ashley like over there, and she goes in and kind of looks around it as well, and kind of leads her over to look through a couple rooms until she opens one door, and you see that there is a person slumped up against the bed, like sitting on the floor, their back up against it, and you see that their whole front of their chest and face is like a massive laser beam went up them and just burnt to a crisp. They are
And
still
that's
there.
why I don't sense them.
You see that there's a hole in their
are
chest
they-
and there's no heart.
There's no blood.
heart
like,
got
there's nothing
burned.
beating, nothing. Like,
No,
this guy's
there's-
gone.
The blood is circulated. She's not. No.
Cool.
So the mind's
Like,
basically
you can
catching
barely
up
tell.
with the body.
You can barely tell this is a human from the torso up.
Kind of look away. Did you want to bring her along too? I say, looking at Jeffrey.
Well, let me think. Oh, Jesus Christ! I thought they left the oven on or something. Good God.
You remember, Athena did say this person was alive. You hear a slight.
See a what? How the fuck
Because
is she?
I don't know how that's.
Okay,
I'll
I'm
kind of go brush up to it,
You see,
realizing that.
you see the
I-
si- you
what?
See, you see the skin on the side of the face that charges, cracks, and goes, falls off. You see the jaw underneath.
I'll do some healing tones.
You see it slowly bringing that back.
Don't laugh at my baby
Can
hit
I-
points.
Did this does from looking from being up close to the body now and this hole and this laser beam, this person had human organs?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do an inspired action.
Okay.
And I'm going to be their heart for a bit here until Athena and Ambrose can get back to us.
Okay.
So I'm going to put my hand in the middle of the circle. Sorry, I'm trying to look for my inspired action. I don't even know where it is anymore.
Why can't we team action so I can help her out? Huh?
You technically are. You're healing.
She's gonna put her hand in the middle of this hole. All fingers are gonna spread out to
I
the
like that.
hole and all of the arteries and veins, and she's just gonna du-dum, du-dum, and she's gonna start flowing that blood through. It's a bit of a transfusion, a bit of not, just to really get their body in
I
a
will say,
not state of
I
shock.
would say this will definitely work, but for the sake of Ashley's kit, how much HP is she willing to kind of share? She could probably get it back from Ambrose or pull it out later.
I could probably heal her up too once she's done fully.
She'll share
Just for reference, peasants in D&D usually have like 4 health, so...
Wow.
she'll share 800 of it circulating through them.
Okay, up to 800. You see that
Yeah.
hand goes in, the fingers splay, and the hand spins almost like a sprinkler for head for a second before it goes and connects into different points. And you see the whole
Yeah.
body just kind of as Arya is slowly bringing that like black char of the skin away, and some of the skin starts to grow back in different parts. And you see that it's slow process of bringing that back. But in the meantime, we'll cut back over to
Yeah.
where. Oh, go ahead if you have something.
It was just gonna be like, once we start seeing that it's working, she'll kind of just look at Jeffrey and be like, Jeffrey, can you help me pick him up?
Yeah.
And we'll sit him on the
Okay, just lay him over.
on a stretcher.
If this
One
is
by
getting
one.
if this is getting a little cramped, I will use my magnetism to expand the coffin.
Okay. You see, you're able to kind of get all 3 of them on there on more of a platform than anything now. And you see that. Okay.
Does the other guy there seem to know who this person is?
Mhm.
The guy who's conscious with us?
He seems to
Like,
be looking at them
when
with
we
a
walk
mild bit of
out with
concern.
her. Got it. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Cool.
It's okay, we're healing. We're done.
I'll keep my hand at the stretchers here and keep a heart beating for this person. You can swap on over.
Okay, gotcha. You see, you guys finish healing this person. You see that as soon as the comes back, there's kind of a. You see that when his breath comes out, it just freezes in the air.
Is it cold here? This is the second time I've seen something freezing.
That's just seemingly the way his breath is.
Got it.
You see that they're pushing up. He looks around.
No.
No,
Sit down.
This
Come
is
on.
a different person. That's up with them. Up with Ambrose and.
Oh,
he's
sorry.
pushed over, yeah.
We
That's
have the oven bit.
Sorry.
No,
we have
no,
the
I
sit
iron.
down.
didn't know. I
I mean, that's pretty fair.
There you go.
He's thinking there.
He's kind of on his knees, one elbow underneath him.
Just regrew all of your internal organs. You need to sit down and rest.
If they're all back, why do I need to sit down?
Time to function.
Might as well give them a second.
He sits up and kind of leans up against the wall.
Where have you
Two of your
others?
friends are downstairs.
We're looking for the others.
Not all. I don't think I've only seen. She thinks about it. 3 others. How many were there?
4 if you count Clara.
Then I guess that's everyone.
And yeah, everyone's alive except for her.
Alright.
Kind of just looks at Ambrose and just gives him a nod. Slowly pushes himself up, keeping eyes on both of you to make sure it's like he's moving slowly.
Ambrose would be like, all right, this guy's just one of those people that just forces their way through healing. So I'm gonna like help him up and like try and guide him to the stairs to get to the rest of the party.
Like he's kind of jumpy, thinking you're coming for him, and he like realizes and slows back down.
Why? This guy
Thought you were
is
gonna
not very
attack him.
bright. It's not very bright. I just regrew all of his organs. Why would I attack him?
I don't know. Maybe he thought you thought he was gonna do something, so he thought you would do
I
something.
thought you thought that
He's
I
like,
was
"You know
that I was
what?"
going to.
He thought that Ambrose was like, you know what? Never mind. I want these back.
You move too quickly. Back. My
Just
organs.
take it easy.
I giveth, I taketh away.
Give your life. I know I'm slicing your head off. Hook.
So, you see that as do you guys lead him down the stairs? How do you guys go back down?
I do the thing where I like put his arm over my shoulder and I like support his back with my other arm, and I'm like pulsing occasionally like a
Okay,
healing.
Athena
glow or
will
something.
Athena will walk behind in case he does do anything funny.
sounds good.
But
There's-
she will.
There is one thing a little funny that I say that when Ambrose, you go to do that and he stands up to his full height, he is a good 2 feet taller than Ambrose.
I will fly.
Okay.
I will float slightly so that I can help him
His
up.
massive muscular arm just like weighs you down for a second. You're like, oh fuck.
Oh shit! Oh.
Also, he is ice cold to the touch.
Steve's gonna ask him a question or two.
Okay, as you're walking down the stairs.
So, do you know how this all happened?
She
Or you
said,
know what happened to you?
is Claire going crazy? That's about all I know.
Did she say anything to you in particular, or did she just start muttering?
She told us to get away, and I guess that would have been the smart move. Because I don't know, I think she lost control more than I've ever seen. Normally she's pretty in control of herself.
Mm-hmm.
She kept
could say
saying
that.
things like, there's nothing more. Can't see anything. That can't be it.
Yeah, we figured that part out. I was just wondering if she said anything else to you before or not.
Not really.
And then whatever happened to you and your friends was quite a spectacle.
Yeah. Like hell on earth.
Just wait.
Oh, I will. Won't be long.
Then Athena won't say anything. We'll keep
For
going.
like a couple days.
You see that as you are stepping down the stairs, you see the sight that is Ashley basically cycling blood through this person with Arya's song healing. And you see the burn.
Mop. Like gesturing him to come over here and help support this guy's weight. I'm like, I'm gonna.
You see Ambrose floating down the stairs.
You're the
take him
only
out.
other.
Hey, I can walk.
Just put him over his shoulder. His mop is 2 feet taller than this guy.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do bridal style.
I mean, he can. Up to mop. How do you carry him?
over the
That guy's
shoulder.
talking though, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like we notice him talking as
Mhm.
well.
He's
Ashley
okay.
will then chime up really quickly to the two that are conscious and be like, "You two, there's someone waiting downstairs. Should we? Are they gonna do something stupid?
They might run.
That's
Even if they
should be
see you
thirty then.
guys?
you seen what happened here?
I think
I-
it's gonna start needing to if they're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
needed.
Despite what the conversation is right now, I'm going straight to the person that's being kept alive by Athena, or not Athena, Ashley's blood.
Thanks.
Yeah. You see that Arya and Ashley have done a pretty good
needs-
job of
he has
healing
a-
them up.
He just has a hole. It's your job to fucking fix it.
Grow the heart, man. That's your job.
Just a day's work in a party healer.
Okay. You see, it's a lot easier to do because the blood is there. It's already replaced, and you see that you're able to heal and just pump a healing holistically in there, and they come back. And there's just a as she comes back right up to full. She is not wearing anything on her torso because it's been burned off, but she is alive.
Before she has a chance to like react to the situation, can I immediately like start releasing whatever, I don't know the exact like chemicals in their brain, but like start trying to calm them down before they like panic and run.
Okay. You see that.
Because I know
Fight or
I've
flight
warded off
response.
fear before.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a medicine check in this case.
I mean, it can't be that much harder than warding off Tartarus's fear, right?
You see that as you do that, they kind of lull.
Hold it.
Here. I'm
Lay
gonna
it back down. You don't need to be sitting up right now.
I'm gonna take my little baby cape and I'm gonna put it around her to cover her up as best as it can.
kinda
It's not
takes it.
much, but
And she kind of leans over, just like curls up on the floor.
no, not the floor, but I
No,
mean,
back on the coffin. I'll help her up.
There
into
you
the-
go.
the stretcher.
You see two of you pick her up.
Oh, in the coffin. It's okay. It's not waiting for you or anything.
You're doing great.
doesn't
You're
seem
doing
to
so
care.
great.
Will
Once-
you... She'll kind of look back to everyone who's up, including her, now, and be like, "Will you all talk to this person then, or are you just gonna let them run?"
I'll talk to him if you put me down.
Is that the one I'm holding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna run when you just told us you would?
He puts him down.
I said they might run.
Um.
Okay, I'll go in front if you don't mind.
Not at all. Athena's gonna follow after him.
You see he goes down the stairs.
Follow
You start
after
shouting.
Athena.
Day, you down here?
That's where I'm at, right?
No, yeah.
You were in the stairwell, so you would have followed Athena and Ambrose down.
Okay. Oh, you guys
Yeah,
you
they-
guys went.
Yeah,
through
so
that.
it was like the party was here, Cortez was here in the stairwell, me and Ambrose were up here.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, Cortez just kind of
Cool,
appeared
cool.
behind Athena when they came down.
Yep.
All of a sudden he was
I'm a
there. You don't
stalker.
remember when he got there.
Eh.
You see he shouts Day,
Mhm.
and shouts Day again another time.
Day,
I still feel their mental presence.
Yeah.
And I still feel their heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
And I point him in the direction of where they are.
Are they scared hearing him call day, or are they still normal heartbeat?
Still seems perfectly healthy, perfectly normal.
Okay. I'll also help point.
He starts
in the
walking
direction.
towards where he's directed. Kind of goes.
Day, it's me.
You see the person that refers to Day, Ian would recognize as the other one that attacked him, that he briefly killed.
Oops.
Well, he's healthy now.
She.
Unless.
You see that she looks over past him and sees everybody.
They saved a lot of us. They the one the reason Claire is dead. That's a good thing. For now it
Look
is,
what
yeah.
she was doing to you. You all.
Also, technically, we didn't kill her. She sort of just popped. I don't know.
Well,
Let's just say if we didn't do what we did, he would be the only one alive.
No, I died. Twice.
Did you?
Just I don't stay
What
dead,
hap-
regardless of the circumstance.
What happened to you?
Day regenerates faster than anyone. If you need a demonstration, they're normally pretty happy to show.
you know,
I
maybe
think
not
we're
right
good
now.
today.
How about we get out of this stupid hotel already?
It depends where we're going.
Up to you. Well, probably back to Arabelle though, if you would like a ride.
And when we get to Arbel, where do we go?
You want
Let's
to help
back
us
to the
out?
party.
You go to prison.
And looks at Ian.
Three very different things.
Help out, sure. Prison, no.
I don't want your help. We don't just let criminals do whatever they want.
Sure you do. There's never enough heroes.
You're not a hero.
Didn't say I was. I'm just saying there's never enough heroes to stop all the injustice in the world. So yeah.
You're the injustice. You're the problem. You realize that, right?
Ian.
No. Don't Ian me.
He's got a point. But sometimes the world needs problems. The government has been doing it for a long time, and I can't tell you how many others.
So you thought it would just be a great idea to jump on the bandwagon?
Would you rather have a professional wreck your house? Or would you rather have some idiot knock down all the buildings in the neighborhood?
Who's
Ian,
to
if they
say
can't-
that it's gonna knock down all the buildings?
Who's to say they won't?
So you
I think-
Who's to say
so let me
there
get
is
this
only
straight.
those two options?
I never said it was.
And if they can cause problems for us, then let them cause problems for whoever's gonna walk out those doors.
That's a really great a suggestion. Moving
hate-
on.
I hate to put it in perspective, Ian, but
I hate to say that you guys are full of shit.
you
Everyone here
allowed
is
Seamus to
talking
walk through the
shit.
house.
Seamus proved himself.
Okay, so let them prove themselves
I
before you
don't
start
think I
talking
will.
shit.
Ian, we might not be able to do this ourselves.
Oh, fucking please, save me the sob story. This is bullshit. Just because the glowy lady's dead, we just said everything's forgiven.
I never said that.
Should we go ask Puddleboy what he thinks? Huh?
Put
Huh?
your emotions in check, Ian, right
Oh,
now.
Fucking spare me. Spare me the, oh, I'm being emotional. I'm being real, okay? Just because you guys are scared shitless that you're gonna die to some demon doesn't mean I am, okay?
Ian.
Ashley.
She walks away. She walks out of the hotel. Can't handle that.
Athena is giving a death glare, and then will escort.
We can
the
argue
others
about
out.
this later. Let's start heading out. Either way, our destination is Arbel.
Yeah, we'll start escorting them out.
Go, just drop him off at the prison. Just.
Well,
Anyway, yeah.
Let us know when we're outside.
Okay. You see Jeffrey starts leading them outside. The two over there. They look at each other. They kind of nod. They
Is
follow.
Seamus out there?
You see, you guys head outside. The police officers are kind of there by the front. They seem very dazed and confused, but are starting to understand. Ashley's the first person to see this. And you also see Seamus kind of walk up to Ashley quickly. Everything all right?
She just waves him off. She can't say anything right now.
Okay. You see, as you guys
You
are
know-
heading down the stairs, you see Seamus meets you in the lobby downstairs. What's going on? All right, we good? She dead? Oh, yeah, she did.
The big ass coffin. Yep. Never mind.
But we got some people here that were involved.
Hey, Adam.
And
Hey, Lauren.
Oh no.
And soup, soup, daru, soup, daru, soup, daru,
Good to see you folks back again.
Yeah, good to see they gave you the royal treatment. Guess you were fucking one of them.
Pretty good at it, to be honest. Anyway, what's up, Jeffrey?
oh, I was about to say, our party's having a moral dilemma over, hey, we let you go, so should we let these guys go? Probably, but probably not, right? Since they're criminals. I don't know where I stand.
I mean, you kind of let me off pretty good.
I almost killed you.
You almost did.
I mean, that's still pretty good.
I
don't-
only
you,
didn't
you really
because-
couldn't, but
I really could.
no,
Let's be real.
no.
Put your ego aside for a
no,
second.
You put yours aside for a second. It's good. We'll talk about that later. Regardless,
Anyway, I didn't try and kill you because of, my friend's dating you.
Mhm.
That's the only reason.
and also I did save your fiance. So,
Yeah, I owed you one.
to be fair, you owed me
I don't
two.
know these
I also
guys'
saved your
thing.
friend.
Okay, you can't just keep stacking things up.
Yes, I
Are you
can.
guys done comparing dick sizes?
Oh, mine can grow to whatever length I want.
Yeah, no, he's
He
got
al-
me beat. I can't,
Come on.
I'm gonna actually look to Seamus and I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him, being like, do you vouch for any of these people?
I mean, it's about as much as Ian would vouch for me. They are very effective. And if they are on your side, they're very loyal. I am the least loyal out of all of them. Put it that way.
But you weren't very loyal. You jumped ship.
Exactly. It took me a very long time to jump ship. Up until they were about to kill one of your friends. And I killed one of my own.
You did that.
I mean, yeah,
He stayed dead, you know.
I know. People don't come back when I kill them, remember?
Hey, can you fight Thea?
knew that
Like,
one.
like,
Did you get Zach?
We knew that
it's
one.
just,
I think
you
he should be a crucial part of our team now.
get me that.
he should get the final blow, you know? We're just all assists.
Pretty please.
Team kill? Yeah.
Also, what's up with Ashley? She alright?
Oh, you know that whole moral dilemma thing? Apparently, Ian and Ashley are on, like, opposite sides of that. So,
Ashley is just shook up right now.
From what? You guys did it.
Speaking of,
Everything.
let's just.
We saw her futures thing, and it showed most of us dying to the doors of death, and Zach, well, mostly Zach, again, and her memory couldn't go further past that, and so it's a lot. And she's been stressing about the doors a lot too, and now seeing that factor is, she's very scared right now.
Yeah, let me go talk to her. You guys got this? Looks everyone.
I gotta go get Minerva. I'll be back. Turn
Oh,
the
yeah.
sound door, by the way.
Athena just
I'll go
runs
talk to
after.
the police.
Athena just runs after Ashley.
Cortez, you kind of go over, talk to police.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that, hey, like, we're gonna need this area literally sealed off. Do not let anyone through unless it's in direct someone directly correlated of Thalia, which I'm going to contact later to have people delegated to come over here and investigate whatever the hell is going on over here.
Okay. You're able to do so. They tell you it shouldn't be a problem because most of this area has been evacuated already. So, but they will make sure to seal it off and nobody wanders in.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. Anybody else doing anything now that you've kind of gone outside and stuff like that?
Ambrose will sort of turn to the big guy.
Okay.
I know what Ian's thoughts are on the situation, but we could use your help with the doors.
I say we're willing to help. If that stays true, that you're gonna offer it, we'll help. No questions asked.
After the doors, I don't know what will happen, but hopefully you guys will decide that being a criminal is not the right thing to do.
We knew it wasn't the right thing to do. We knew it was necessary, at least at the time. With what she was seeing recently, I don't think that's true anymore. I think Seamus just saw it earlier than the rest of us. But don't tell him I said that.
We'll probably rub it in your face for like eons.
Ego, ego, ego.
Actually, is Arya near? Can Arya snoop in this conversation?
I mean, he didn't say it too quietly, so yeah, you heard it. Everybody
I'm not
heard it.
trying to keep this hush hush.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool,
having a
cool.
conversation with him.
he said Seamus. He would have said Adam. Just as
Yeah.
Yeah,
redacted.
yeah. We're too used to calling him Seamus. Arya's just gonna kind of walk on up for a moment and look at him and say, "One thing I do know for certain, even if he doesn't want to hear it, you owe Ian a lot for all the shit that you put him through."
I know. I
Okay.
didn't say I didn't. But you
I
can't tell
believe-
someone's different if they don't give you a chance. If he doesn't want to give it, fine.
I believe in second chances, and if you guys prove yourselves, I don't see why you couldn't be allies.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
I'll try and speak with Ian.
If it makes him feel better, the rest of us that are alive can work for him. Specifically.
I'll mention it.
Oh,
really?
Ian just slides up. Ian is there if he wants to be.
No,
You wanna work
no,
for me?
no,
I'll
that's
make
not
it
how he
good.
would say it.
Okay. Does he? I mean, he is nearby if you wanted to listen in or do something after that conversation.
Nah.
Okay.
He's angry right now and also thinking about what he's gonna say to Ashley.
Okay. In the meantime, then. Ashley, where have you wandered off to?
She'll kind of. I know there's like a police perimeter against all of this here. She was probably near Minerva for a bit.
Okay.
Hoping that.
Well, you
like,
see that
seeing if she
you
probably
you
wake up,
found
but
her.
she's kind of being quiet.
You found her on a rooftop, like a couple blocks away.
Oh, that's where Seamus
Yeah,
took her.
because he was like, you're
Never
like,
mind.
put
Then
her
I
far
will
enough
go
away.
a couple blocks away.
Okay.
I'll. Oh, the couple blocks away was the perimeter around
Mhm.
this.
He put it like
this
outside the
shit?
perimeter of where energy was getting all fucky. A couple blocks in every
Shit.
direction.
Okay, so where are the cops?
They were
that
like right.
originally
They were like
here?
right by the building.
by it.
Yeah, they were like
Cool. Then I'm
within
gonna
that
stay
street.
by the cops.
Okay. So Ashley's just like, you're
Um,
on like the other side of the street then.
Yeah, I'm just on the other side of the street, away from the cops, but where the cops are.
Gotcha,
And she's
yeah.
just kind of arms crossed, leaning on a thing, and just kind of in her head.
You see Athena runs up towards you and
I'll jump the barricade and run over.
Yeah, everything
Sure.
okay in there?
Athena doesn't say anything, but then just kneels down and gives Ashley a hug.
He gives me a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley kind of arms open, surprised. What, Athena?
She doesn't say anything at first, and then she'll pull away. Are you okay?
Don't ask me that.
I know I'm asking you. I want to hear it. All of it. I know what's going on.
Thought I was getting over this. Not knowing if. I guess we can do this. And I don't want to give up.
No.
But I don't want to let my guard down, and I don't want us to. It's whatever.
No, it's not whatever. It's never not whatever. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm scared shitless. But that does not mean that I am not going to give up. Or that I'm going to give up. I can't word. Don't worry. Look, what we saw in there is what Clarity saw, and her powers, just like anyone else's, are limited.
Yeah, but they were a lot less limited than ours.
And?
And we might have just saw our deaths in there, Athena.
Yeah. My death isn't permanent right now.
One thing I'm going to give to Moogles, because this would probably be an interesting point of information that she might bring up here. Athena, at the end of season 2, talked with Death and asked him if he could show them the deaths of all the party.
That's true.
That already proved to be false. All of those, for everyone. So Athena has
Okay.
already seen everyone's death before and watched it fate change.
Everyone's already previously died from the fates that Death showed me.
Mm-hmm. They should have happened
Interesting.
already.
Like,
Got
like
it, got it, got it, got it, got it.
From death were
Right,
changed,
right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that detail, but I do remember being told about that detail. I have it also on Athena's sheet, but
No, that's fair. It's like, you're good. You're good. That's why I wanted to give it to you. It's a obscure
Thank
piece of thing
you.
to remember.
Thank you.
No problem.
Where was I? Death isn't permanent. Do you remember what happened to me when I spoke to Death a while ago?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. Fine.
No, tell me. I want to hear you say it.
What, did we didn't die the way that you saw or whatever?
Exactly. I've seen everyone's death. I've been waiting and preparing for every moment of everyone's death. And they've already passed and I didn't have to do anything. And when I did, I changed it. Just because Clarity saw our deaths doesn't mean that that's what it's going to be. Just because she
We're
couldn't
not any
see.
less scared.
I
Still
know.
a moment we could die. And I would
Exactly.
like a little sympathy, but Ian is so
Headstrong. I mean, I get it. He's emotional over what happened to him and what these people did to him and did to you guys. He's
I
valid in his feelings, and you
and
are
these
valid in
people
yours.
should die, and they should rot in hell. But if they do, and that was our only ticket to getting through all of this, then it wouldn't have mattered anyways, right? What does matter?
We stick together, and we get through this. I need you to know it's okay to be scared, Ashley. But not letting it overrun you. That's what you're letting happen. You're hearing all these things about Doors of Death, Clarity's prediction, the fact that she couldn't see past it. I've been trying to think about it while doing all these things today. Maybe it's just a fixed point that she couldn't see past. Because it could, yes, go either way. But until we know for certain, we won't see that future. Until we try to change it. And that's what we're doing. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
She will take Ashley's hands. I'm here with you. Just don't ever forget that, okay?
You know,
She will pull Ashley into one last tug and will hold her there for as long as Ashley would like.
this
And
time
then-
Ashley will hug you back.
Okay. She can tell there's a slight tremble to Athena, but it's more like Athena's trying to stay strong for Ashley. And then she will pull away with a small smile. And we'll sit beside her. And just watch.
You hear a flapping above you, Athena. And Seamus lands. Hey, you got a minute?
Yeah, what's going on?
I think Minerva's broken.
What do you?
Alright, check her mental.
You're not close enough. You don't know where she is.
Oh, he didn't come with her. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
what do you mean she's
I think she's fucking broken.
exactly how?
God, I mean,
Can you take
just
us
go
to
back
her?
to the others. I'll get her.
Looks to Ashley.
I'll stay out here for him.
I think he's going to bring her to all of us. You want to come? Or you still need a second?
Yeah, I'll walk in with Seamus.
She will stand up and walk over to the others.
So, as you come back, you guys all saw Seamus make a direct line to them and then leave again. And you knew he was going to get Minerva before, and then Athena walks back over.
Really fixing her hair. Just trying to get it to sit right again.
And you see that a couple minutes later, Ashley, you watch as Pegasus Seamus. By the way, Pegasus Seamus is like, he has like golden like short fur, and then his mane is like his normal red hair color. The wings are just
my
like
God.
shiny.
Pegashamus.
Pegashamus. Shegashish. But you see that as he comes over, Ambrose, you notice it first, and then Athena, and then everybody else, excuse me, starts to notice it as well. Minerva's like laughing and giggling. You know?
Oh!
And she's like,
He's physically
check-
okay.
can I-
now.
can I,
and you
like,
see like
check her
Seamus is like
mental?
dipping weird, and he's like having to like catch her. It's like she's like arms up, like, whee!
Oh! She's physically
She got
okay though,
brain
right?
fried. Can I check her?
She seems fine.
Can I check her mental? Can I actually like legitimately check her mental? Like, will she
She's
like
high.
not?
She
Just
seems,
gone?
Her mental seems fine.
So she's high.
Can
Someone start recording.
Use this as blackmail.
Actually, will like slowly start to walk up as he
You see
lands.
he lands, and she
For all of them.
he tries to catch her, but she immediately goes, poof, and her
I'm
hair just
gonna-
falls over her. She hits the
I'm
gonna
ground.
go to
Can I
her.
catch her,
You're able to catch her.
and I'll kind of stand her up.
Thank you.
Does she not want to stand? Oh,
What?
she's
Oh.
conscious. She's conscious.
She gives you
Okay.
she gives you a hug.
Oh fuck!
Huh?
You know what? I
Um,
will actually take a picture of this, and I'll just send it
Shocking.
to Ian, being like,
Ashley
"This
is like
isn't
this
me.
with Minerva
You
hugging
took
her.
this picture."
She looks around.
Ian
Minerva, are you
lurks into
okay?
the shadows and records.
You see she's still looking around. Didn't seem to acknowledge.
Minerva,
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah, I'm speaking to you. Are you okay?
I'm Minerva. Told you she's
Did
fucking
she-
broken.
She has amnesia. Oh my god, she has
Or
amnesia.
you
She
got
doesn't
the
know.
Athena effect and lost
Hold
all
on.
their fucking
Hold on.
memories.
Can I walk up to her? Can Athena like
Yeah,
straight up
like,
walk to
immediately
her? I
Athena.
want to go right into her head and I want to check her memories. I want to check every last detail
She's
within
done
her
this
if
to
I
me
have
and
to.
Sadie before.
Okay.
I want to check this.
So you walk over to her.
Inspired
She's like,
action.
"Oh, hello." As you
Athena's
see-
like, oh god.
You see, you look, only have the memories that she's waking up on a building, and from then onward.
Oh
It's about-
no, she
Oh,
straight up
no.
forgot. Athena's gonna take her hands away and go,
Mm.
oh fuck.
That was
What?
weird. What did
What?
you do? Normally,
Um,
isn't it polite to ask people? I don't know.
Normally, but I was making sure you're okay. You're a friend of
I feel
mine.
fine.
and-
Oh, we are?
We
to meet
are,
you.
and you
I'm-
don't
I'm-
remember
I'm
anything.
Minerva, I think.
Yeah, you're the
You are
best
Minerva.
of friends.
Best of friends.
Actually,
Minerva,
no, you
take a
pretty much
second.
hate all of us, but you
Oh,
work
hold
with
up.
us.
Shut up!
Shh.
This is the worst time to start confusing her. Seriously.
What?
Just give us a second. She's gonna turn it back to those. Minerva has amnesia. She doesn't remember anything except for waking up right now. So do not put anything into her head.
That would make sense.
Mm.
Well, does she have amnesia or is it all like what you had to go through?
Well, Athena didn't have to go through anything. Sophia
No,
gave Athena
remember,
her memories.
well, yeah, but I'm talking about when she when she brought back Ian, it cost her memories.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it that permanent or is it, do we know for sure it's just amnesia?
Amnesia depends if your brain is overcharged with things or anything like that. You could either have your memories temporarily gone or permanently gone. And I don't know if I can expect the damages alone. I might need Amber's on this.
Can I read her aura?
Okay.
I have a very I have a theory, and I'm looking for any magenta.
Okay.
Just on accident.
I will tell you. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I don't really care about the other colors.
Well,
I
you,
just
you might just a little bit. Hold on.
okay. I'll
Okay, there's
It's
a
pure
change.
black.
There's
No,
a
I'm
change. Imagine.
nothing but black.
Nothing.
Right now, white. That's it. That's the only color you see.
All white.
Only white. Okay.
Fuck.
Interesting. Wait.
Like a baby.
White's. Oh wait, it's down here. Okay. That's good, but it's also bad.
Ashley would kind of give a
At least no magenta.
furrowed brow to Ambrose.
He's like, he's just like looking at her intently, so confused.
Ambrose just did like one of the. Huh?
What's up,
It's
Ambrose?
like, I might need Ambrose's help.
Is there something in my teeth? She's looking at you,
you're
looking at her.
No, he's
Yeah.
looking at something else. Don't worry.
Do you mind, Seamus, do you mind taking Minerva for a bit of a walk? Just so we can discuss things for a moment?
I suppose.
I mean, if you don't want to do it, I can.
Nah, go.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and reveal her aura to everybody. I want sort of everyone to see the white aura around her.
okay. You're able to do so. She's willing to have it happen, and then you see the white aura.
That is nothing but positivity.
Okay.
The only issue that I have with that is that nobody is only positivity. Like, take Arya, and I'm going to reveal her aura.
It's a-
You obviously haven't met Drake.
You see, Arya's got it's like there's a lot of pink, there's a lot of indigo, a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, but like it's a mix of colors.
See, blue and indigo do have slight negative tinges to it, but it's not all white.
Negative.
Potential.
It goes more blue.
Okay. What do we do with this information?
Is
it means all good and bad that is within Minerva has shifted to pure good.
Wait a second.
That's
This
good,
is out
right?
of character. This is an out of character thing.
Okay.
What's Enarugi's glowy aura? Because doesn't Enarugi have a white aura too?
Pure white aura. He's the only
Mhm.
other person technically. But he's a little different.
Well, yeah, he's different.
Energy is built different.
Enarugi
okay?
is just Enarugi, but that's the only like other person we know of that has pure white auras. Yeah.
So, like, Enarugi?
Energy has different reasons for having a pure white aura.
And he's enlightened or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a baby's aura? Are they just pure white or no?
I can't say that I have.
I'm just trying to cover our bases here.
In his many years of being in the hospital, no,
Well, this is
I mean,
this is a
he
newer
only
ish
had the
power as well.
Probably
colors
dealt with
now,
childbirth before, but he's never had the instinct to read the
never
child's
analyzed
aura.
a
Okay,
newborn.
now,
Boy.
like, all right, I see a lot of red in there. Kill it, kill it.
Oh, that's a. I can't wait. I was gonna say that's extremely racist,
No.
and I was not even thinking about it. This is
What?
not- no, I can't say that.
Nothing.
We're streaming right
Nothing.
now.
It's
It's
fine.
Afterwards.
no,
we
it's
can
not
During the
like
break,
it's
during the
not even
break.
meant as a racist thing. I was just thinking of the color of the
Oh.
auras.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Yeah.
the worst
that-
aura you can have is a black aura. That's what the joke is.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Connotation.
Hilarious.
Alright.
shade,
So funny, Zan.
We're not getting canceled.
I mean, nobody
Yin
watches
and
this.
yang, guys. Yin and
Yeah.
yang.
Black being death and evil, white being pure-hearted and good. We all.
I got this thing from research. Okay, I didn't.
We
Hey,
know.
Someone
Sir?
else is racist.
So,
Anyways, Ambrose is going to be
Uh-huh.
like, while having a pure white aura is typically good, the average person will have their personality interweaved with it.
And now that her memories are gone,
It's just white.
uh,
Oh, blank
what
slate.
do we do to help someone with amnesia? Or do we figure out now that she has no memories?
Can I look around the place with energy and see if we still have any of like that transmuting or like any of the energies that are still residually there, or are they gone now at this point? Because that's what affected her.
They're not fully gone, but they're they're like more enclosed to the building itself now.
Oh,
I
it
think the building
might
sucked
be
it up
best.
like a
Might be
Luigi's
best that we
Mansion
take.
vacuum.
Maybe.
I'm just thinking out of character. It might be best to take Minerva back in and see if we can fix her memory from there. But I don't know if that's a good idea.
I wouldn't suggest it.
I would.
Personally. Because of how
Well,
chaotic energy is
of
there.
that's in there. But if it
Well,
dissipates,
we
with
were
the
fixing
dissipation of
people
Clara
in
T,
there. We were
Yeah.
fixing people in there, and it was reversible because it's no
Yeah,
longer chaotic because of what Claire
but
T was doing.
you were fixing their souls. You were not necessarily fixing their mind.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, but Athena's
That
very
is
good with
fair.
the mind.
This is Athena's moment, but Ambrose might still need a help.
Oh, I'm
Or-
absolutely going to need Ambrose's help. Or like
Never mind.
anyone's
The
help.
only other mind person would have been Minerva.
Or we could get Minerva's help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Okay,
like,
we
I
can just do the
never
mind
he's
thing.
only saw
Okay.
things. You know, the only
Wait,
mind
well,
person is
what about
Minerva.
what
I
about
mean,
moon
Jeffrey could-
calling?
Oh my god, wait. Well, no, moon calling doesn't do anything with the mind.
Inarugi.
And Irugi doesn't do anything with the mind, he just does soul things. But I will say this one in character. She'll kind of look at Athena as Athena's looking back at the hotel and looking back at Minerva and having these thoughts in her head. And then she'll kind of be like, Athena, is there a way that we can maybe show her how her own powers work? It's a stupid thought, but you know Minerva would have had something in place for us to be able to just say, try this out and help herself out in this situation.
Try and
Pulling
jumpstart
those
her
memories
mind.
back. Right. She
That's-
has the power to do so. She
Well-
just doesn't know how to do it.
It's
We
a
have to keep
matter.
in mind something. If we start teaching her how to use her powers in this loopy state, she might accidentally teleport to who knows where.
Where?
Well, we don't need to tell her about that power. We
Which-
can tell
what
her about
power?
the others.
I have power.
You do, but we don't want you to use them in case something dangerous happens, at least for now.
My powers
Okay.
are dangerous.
They're not dangerous, but you don't know how to use them now, do you?
That's fair.
Weird to hear her like this.
So-
Athena's like, not making a slight at me, and I don't know how to feel about this. Like, you can even see it in her look.
right?
Like,
Did I say something wrong?
Ashley still looks.
Does Athena look
No.
sad?
no, you didn't say anything wrong. It's just you're.
Okay, so
ruder.
I'm just throw this out here. I think it's really weird. Not only did she lose all of her memories, but her soul is also affected because of it. And I mean, I know that we've dealt with like re-putting together somebody's memories, but typically it's because there's something left. I mean, she doesn't have anything.
I could take another
Does she?
look, see if there's
If you
anything at
can-
all. But
Athena,
Mm.
that time that you looked for Sadie and I, and you went through Sadie to see where those memories would lie, would you be able to do that again to her? Because we were able to look into
No.
hell because we know that they're there.
Athena thinks about it, and Purple, please let me know, because I'm not sure. But that was because magically Sadie's memories were locked away, and therefore I was pushing against a barrier, if I remember correctly from what happened.
You were trying to
So this is
perceive or find where the gap was and see if you could find those gap memories. of the
okay.
past.
So potentially I could do this again.
Maybe.
Athena will think about it. Think about it a little bit more, and I'll be like, I could definitely give it a shot. I do want to move her closer to the building in case, but we'll keep her out. Minerva,
Yes.
do you mind if I try and help you remember who you were?
I don't mind.
Yes. Ambrose, do you mind coming nearby as well, just in case?
He'll walk up.
Yeah, I'll go a little bit closer to the building. I'm going to sit her down.
Is this going to hurt?
No, not unless you.
Is
It won't hurt unless you start refusing.
That gives like a weird look.
As in, I would be forcing my entry into your mind.
Ah, I see. It's a good thing we're
So
friends
just-
then.
How we are. Athena doesn't do the little head tilt. That's Mogul speaking. But she goes, "That we are," and we'll
Was that?
start
That's a-
delving deeper into Minerva's.
well, I have a question. Was that we were technically a lie? Would you say or no? How does Athena weight that? I'll leave that up to you.
Wait, what did High
It's-
Minerva
it's-
just say? Friends? We're friends?
We're
Good thing
friends,
we're
aren't
friends
we?
then.
Yeah,
That's
and then
fine.
Athena went,
Yeah.
"That we are."
That's fine.
It's more like Athena doesn't mind the idea, but she knows Minerva, so it's kind of like a.
Friends
We'll
doesn't mean
see,
you gotta
we'll
be
see.
besties.
We'll see.
It's like-
Okay.
Oh,
We're-
I see what you're saying, Mugos.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we'll
like
see.
that too. Or it's like,
We'll see.
yeah.
I feel like it's like
Well, we're about to
see.
be regardless.
Because one
I'm
thing,
about to get in
one
your
thing that
head
you guys
for a
all
second.
know, whether it's active or not, you can't lie to Minerva. She will sense
Mhm.
every lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
she's not lying
No,
per
that's
se,
why I
but
wanted
it's
to
more
ask.
like a. It's more like
There's
you'll
obviously no
you'll
malintent
remember in a
to it.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I
You'll
want to
remember in a
know
minute.
something too. Is like just out of because I might do it later, but I'm gonna let Athena do her thing first.
Mhm.
We know
I
in
mean-
Monday that Minerva can passively read the top, like just regular songs that we have at our head, just passively. Is it? I'm just wondering if it's still active right now because she's high as fuck.
I think also the Monday Minerva is a lot farther gone than this Minerva is.
Yeah, farther
Just because we
along.
haven't had it brought up here in Super D&D.
Well,
So
she's
we
also
wouldn't
not.
know that.
She's also not.
She
very
also
nice
doesn't
either.
talk to
Yeah, she's also very not nice to us. but-
She's probably hearing all our shit talking, which is why she doesn't
No,
like
I was
us.
saying, I was letting you know that the Minerva in Monday is like an
Uh-huh.
older, like she's been practicing her shit Minerva. This Minerva's still
She's
younger.
pickled. She's a nice fermented pickled jar in Monday.
Yeah.
Bruh.
She's not fine wine.
Pickled wine.
So she's pickled wine. Athena, no, she's the grape juice that you leave in your closet because you think you're gonna get wine as a child.
You want to tell us about
Okay.
this?
No,
Hey, what does Athena do?
it's a funny thing. Athena will begin in a very similar fashion to what they did with Sadie, and will go into the mind of Minerva and will do an extremely thorough check to find within the gaps that gapped memory. See if I can pull anything out, or even jump starting a few of her more passive memories. If the other option won't work, she'll see if like giving a small memory of a decent time with Minerva will help.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me
Here,
a
I'll just
mental or
smack
ingenuity.
that Minerva.
I'm going to also do this with precog and clairvoyance on myself.
Okay.
That's not possible. Dun-dun-dun. I reloaded roll 20. You said a mental
Or
or
ingenuity.
ingenuity?
Mhm.
Mental.
Okay.
Roll
I'm going to
47.
keep an eye on sort of any physical changes that I might see to the soul or to the aura.
Gotcha. You see as Athena starts delving through the slightly longer stream of memories, you see you get back to this empty space of just nothing. It's like you walked into an empty void of a room that just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. Like there were millions of memories there. But when you skim through it, there's nothing. You throw in a couple
Right.
memories of your own.
I'll even pull in the one just before the accident. See if that does anything.
You see that Ambrose, you do kind of see her tense, kind of a bit of fear, a bit of worry, anger. Aura changes, no longer just white. Other colors start to fade in.
So memories affect your aura. I like that.
And you see that after a few minutes, you can see her starting to sweat. Her fingers clench. She starts to try to pull away from it. And that's when she kind of, as it sees it starts to hurt her a little bit. And Athena,
Slow down.
you pull
She'll
out.
pull away for a second. Slow down.
What did you do
I
to
was
me?
trying to.
What was that?
Hold on. I added in a few of the memories that I have of you in a more passive moment to see if anything would jumpstart your memories. I'm sorry if that hurt you.
Kind of has like more of a steeled, untrusting look in her eyes now that wasn't there before.
Tina knows this one well. I won't continue if you don't want me to.
No, don't like it.
I don't blame you.
Wait, should we let? She's like now trying to think. It's like this might seem dumb, but I did see it. I was wondering. I was like, did I see the scene in the hotel room with freaking? Wait, did I see the thing in the hotel room with Anarugi, Minerva, Monroe, all that shit? Who did see it?
That was
Besides
actually
Ambrose.
That
that
was
was
actually
actually
And Ambrose. And we've kind of kept it to ourselves.
Damn.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but Cortez wouldn't bring it up even if he knew. And I was like,
Because I don't know
you
the
know.
relationship with Monroe and Minerva, but I do.
I would have also, by the way, I would have put in a memory with Zoe when she was being very sweet with Zoe. So it wasn't like all like the more negative. It would have been like one with Zoe as well. Because that was one of her more tender moments.
That's important to note. Because then after a moment she says, "Who's the little girl?"
That would be Zoe. She's very unique, and you were very good with children.
Kind of nods.
And I trusted you to take care of her when I couldn't for a little while.
Where is she?
She's going somewhere safe because something is very bad is happening in the world.
Or at least where we all live.
What kind of bad?
World-ending bad. Like, I know you won't know what this is, but it's the doors of death.
Just like a weird, like thinking, like almost like she does know it but doesn't.
It's where things are going to come out of it. And we'll try and kill everything. In chaos.
Quite literally.
But if we can stop it and keep people safe, then we don't have to worry about the end of the world anymore.
And where was the
Shit.
place I saw the little girl in?
Your office. Do you want to go there?
Mm-hmm. She seems to be thinking about it, then all of a sudden, she's gone.
Ah, damn it.
Ah! Oh no, Zoe's gonna have to deal with.
Guys, that was our ride back. I guess I can call Leo and see if he can. get
I'm
back to
calling
his
Thalia
island.
again.
Both
I'll
people are
call
calling.
Leo on my end.
Roll initiative, see who gets their phone call picked up first. Roll a d20.
Interesting.
Just roll a d20. I wanna see.
D20. 15.
Your healing glance is 300.
All right, Caroline
Alright.
gets her phone. Please leave a message after the beep.
Leo, I already left you a message. So much shit's happened, and now Minerva's back, but she doesn't have any memories. So if you can get to her, please, or get to us, that'd be great. Just call me back. Fuck.
All right.
Call me back. Fuck.
Jesus, man, fucking pick up your phone.
All right, Cortez.
Demons, am I right?
Cortez.
Could you hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Very well. Did you hear what I called you previously for?
Not really, no.
Very well.
I'm assuming
Clarity is
Susan
dead.
That's what I figured. What about the ones working for her?
They're currently with us. We're still deciding exactly what to do with them.
All right. Let me know when you decide.
Very well.
What?
As well as
Hmm.
Minerva. She had seemed to
She all right?
got. ¿Cómo se dice? What was it called again? And then, like, he looks at
Amnesia.
everyone. Amnesia.
Great.
We
Okay.
managed to regain some parts of her memory or something. And she teleported away from us.
Most likely to our
Wonderful.
office.
Presumably to her office.
I'll be over there in a second.
Okay.
You get transport for us, still, Cortez.
We will need transport to Arbel.
And you are where again? Selanin, right?
Selanin.
All right, I'll have a jet over within an hour.
Gracias. Thalia will send a jet. It should be over in about an hour.
And am I just keeping these people in this coffin, or?
I guess for now.
Okay.
You see one of the police officers kind of, or paramedics kind of walk over to you, Jeffrey.
We can take the bodies if you want and have them driven over to Arbale if that's what would be more preferable for you. Or at least keep them in the carts until you're ready to go.
I I mean, it's probably better in the hands of you guys than me, so by all means.
Yeah, you see they nod and they help get everybody off of the coffins, or the iron coffin that's kind of been turned into a platform. They kind of get a body bag for...
Before they fully start putting them into body bags, Ashley's just gonna give one
it's
look
just the
over.
one, fortunately. Just Clarity.
All right, just Clarity. Just before they put Clarity in a body bag, Ashley's gonna look back over at Clarity and really just make sure, is she dead?
Oh yeah, 100% dead. No life in her at all. One thing you do notice that's sitting in her chest cavity and kind of loosely in her forehead are the 2 gems that are there. That aren't part of her costume, that are part of her body.
We should probably grab
Yank it.
With Ashley.
When she
Hold
she
on.
kind of pauses and like holds a hand up to the paramedic, trying not to be weird, but she's how to be weird. When she touches those gems, are they connected to her body?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they're embedded in her body, but I'm saying, are they actually connected, like muscle veins?
Does she feel
everything
like
connected
blood
in
veins,
these
like
gems?
blood? Yeah, like the
Yeah.
vessels.
Right.
The one in her head is kind of
Holy
connected
shit.
similar to an eyeball.
What if it's like a power weapon? I just realized that.
And the
That's
one
what
in her-
I'm
one
saying.
that
I
is-
don't
was
want
in her
them to
chest.
try to cremate this shit.
There's like a cord that comes out of the back of it, and but it's in pieces.
Oh, it's straight up a power weapon.
Ashley's gonna be like, she's gonna look up at the guy and be like, "I'm so sorry."
It's
Yoink.
you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm going to. You said there's a cord in the one in her chest.
Think about almost like a weird umbilical cord.
Wow.
It's like
So, like
it's
what
not
Iron Man
connected-
had?
It's not connected to it anymore. Yeah, kind of like that. It's not connected to it anymore, but it's sitting there in the chest cavity that got blown through by a shotgun.
Cool. I will swell the area with blood so it's easier for me to just.
Well, that one you can just grab. It's just sitting there, unconnected.
And the one on her head, I'll do the same as well then.
You pull it out. There's blood around it. You see this long eyeball like strand that like what would come out of the eye, just
Fun.
goes out for like a good foot before it comes out and snaps.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll kind of
Nice.
hold these 2 things with my bloody hands.
Ashley kind of looks where the hole is and looks at the crystal that was in her forehead. That was her brain. That is her brain. She didn't have internal organ that was a brain. And Ashley's like looking at it like,
She'll kind of just stand there, bloody hands,
delicious.
looking at this thing, looking at her body.
and what the other one must be. Because she's looking
Her
down at the
heart?
chest cavity.
No heart.
No internal organs. Only
That's what I
lungs.
thought, because I could not sense these before because it was.
That
just
is
these
really weird.
I was like thinking, maybe I've seen it, and now I'm like, no.
He was like, hey, Ashley, what?
Never mind. I don't
just-
want it anymore.
You look over just to see Ashley go out of the fort.
Well, no, it was more like a thing. It was like, oh, but Moogle's on the inside. It's like power weapon with the mental. Never mind.
No, you lose your
Cor-
brain. And
Cortez will get closer because this is interesting.
They-
The paramedics
He's
doesn't
just
even
gonna
bother.
look at it.
Hey, Ashley, I was thinking we could go grab some food. I'm getting. Never mind. I'm good.
She'll kind of
Fine.
look at the paramedic because they just saw that, and then kind of just nod to allow him to take her now.
Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, I guess. She'll hand it over to Cortez.
How
Mom,
heavy is
do you want to clean that real quick?
Mop's dead.
Oh,
It's
Good talk. Good talk.
He's cleaning up the building.
Should I call him?
Not even here.
he's like in the silver maid outfit, and he has like a silver duster. Like,
too much to breathe.
Here,
When,
give me
yeah,
that.
but when we'll go on break in a second, Puck, then you can give him another call.
Okay.
See if that helps. But you see that he
I'm gonna wipe it with my sweater.
helps a little bit. It's about
Yeah, better.
the one in the chest is a little bit bigger and weighs about like
Mm.
3-4 pounds.
Okay.
And then the one in the head is like maybe about 2 pounds.
Interesting. Do I sense any demonic or celestial origins from these?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay. So the fact that he doesn't sense any celestialness from it at all. I don't believe this is a power weapon. Since all power weapons were created by Yophiel. Then again, maybe it could just be that since I don't have Yophiel's soul anymore, I wouldn't be able to tell just as easily.
And I can tell it's definitely not demonic, right?
Not demonic.
She gotta nod at Cortez and be like, I don't know what the fuck these are.
I am going to scan it with my eyes and run it through a lot of images based on the material it's made of. Do I get any results at all as to
Pictures of clarity.
Well, yeah, you get a lot of pictures of clarity, recordings that Ian took of clarity, but after you get through that stuff, the closest thing that any kind of research gets you is like, it's crystal, which isn't helpful.
Oh, what it? Oh.
I have a bad idea. I'm
thought
gonna walk up to Cortez.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take a look?
both or just one of them?
Both.
Elias
Ian's both.
Morose. Elias
Careful, Ambrose, they're
Morose.
kind of heavy.
Elias Morose.
Oh my god.
We're all the superpowered superheroes. We're like, this is fine.
Oh, yeah. I know I don't have negative strength anymore, but like, goddamn.
Oh, I said 3 to 4 pounds. I meant 3,000 to 4,000 pounds. My bad.
Damn. Anyways, I'm gonna hold them both up in front of me, and I'm gonna try and get a vision about them to see what I can depict.
Go ahead and roll a faith or religion, please.
Oakley dokley.
Spaghetti.
32.
Very good.
You see, as you focus on them, you see your vision doesn't go dark. It doesn't change. It doesn't move in that space. But you just kind of get the general feeling that whatever these were, just the general sense that this is a power. You've seen even weirder crap when you went through the Hell's warehouses.
Okay.
It's just a power. It's just very strange and unique one.
I'll
You guys saw a demonic teddy bear in Hell, to be
yeah. I'll hand it back to Cortez and be like, it's just a power. That's all.
So it is a power weapon.
Not a weapon.
No.
It's just a power.
Like the warehouse.
to pick up
Cortez.
in the warehouse in Hell.
I see.
Speaking of the warehouse, hey God,
Hmm.
I didn't save all of them. I do have some of them. But do we see any weird fucking crystal meth on that?
Mm-mm.
Damn. I just wanted to cover all our bases, you know, just to be. She didn't. You know, we were stuck in there for like, what, 65 years? I mean, like, come on.
I'll
Cortez,
hold on to these for now.
Put it in the vault.
That's what I
No
was
one else should
thinking.
have hands on this
Yeah,
at
I
all.
think that vault is a good idea.
They will need further research.
Okay. So with that, we will take our break as you're all kind of getting ready to get onto the jet. As some time passes, and by the time it gets there, it's getting closer to 3 a.m. And it's the 13th, which I think technically is Jeffrey's birthday, right?
Yeah, I gotta do so much shit when I get home. I'm still gonna be loopy when I still make the cake.
Yeah, we're keeping in timeline from all the weird switches. But regardless,
Well, fuck you. Ashley's gonna be dragged into it anyways, because I say so.
we'll be back in just a little bit. In a second.
My bad. I didn't mean to be rude. My name is Jonathan. How you get in my house? Okay, I'll tell you, but you gotta promise not to get mad. I took your doorknob off. Get out of my house! I told you not to get mad.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, I would have been here earlier, stopped for tacos, also ate them, and disposed of them.
Oh, darn it. Wait a minute now. Who's this?
You
Star?
know who this is. You
He's been with
100%
you
know
guys.
who this one is. And he
No
already
way.
was
I didn't
with-
have an interview with this man.
You know who this
Anyway.
person is. The branding is too good.
God
Do I
dang
know
it.
this? Was his Brandon good back then?
He's literally
Always
Google.
been good.
Listen, I am the epitome of stupid. There's no way. I
You
saw
know
this
who
man
this
before.
is.
God
It
dang
is
it.
3 letters. You know who this is. He's everywhere. You cannot avoid knowing who this is. I'm sorry.
The number.
Technically
It's even
two
you
letters.
have a Brandon 6 intelligence and know who this is, Trey. There's no getting out of this.
You could probably be a dog or a cat and know who this is.
Dogs and cats probably have E4N plushies.
Probably. All right, everybody. We are back from our break. We, at this point, are boarding the plane. We've gotten everybody that, Seamus, all the people that worked for Claire T. Did you want to take her body with you on the plane? That's one thing I need to know.
I mean,
Claire T's body.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it gets there quicker. We're still just gonna put her cremate.
I'm just saying there are
fine.
paramedics here that are like registered to deal with this, and they said that they could take the body over. It wouldn't be instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it were asked to the party,
Like
Jeffrey would be like,
paramedics. Yeah, if the paramedics are like,
Jeffrey would be
"Actually,
like,
you guys
yeah,
do that,
yeah,
have
you
a squadron
can
over
take it.
there."
Yeah.
Okay. They will do that, though. Okay. So everybody gets on the plane. Your private jet, various different seats. You see Seamus does not sit near his former co-workers, I guess, for lack of a better word. And you see that they kind of sit towards one side of the plane, or wherever directed. You see everybody's kind of in the same central space now, though.
I'm side-eyeing everyone.
Okay. The plane takes off. Be about an hour to get back to the city.
Do they have those like little complimentary bottles of liquor anywhere?
Sit in the back away from everyone.
Okay. Okay. Jeffrey, you're able to...
Jeffrey's looking around for his liquor.
You have a whole, like, kitchen, like, bar to get things, too, in the back of the plane.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, I found some. Anybody wanna... No? Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
I'll have some.
Okay, I got you. Wait, can you get drunk? I don't remember.
Ken.
You know I don't drink often.
Well, for good reason. I've seen you drunk.
We can have a shot.
Hey!
You're not driving.
No, but I have stuff to do when we get home.
Like what?
Stuff.
Very suspicious.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you also
here's
get the
yours.
stuff?
So everybody kind of sits in this corner.
I'm gonna get up and go sit near where Ashley's sitting.
Cortez sits down next to you.
Just has his arms crossed.
She's like sitting there, just looking forward. It lets you sit and then like slowly turns her head.
He's like, he doesn't acknowledge you, but at the same time, he does say something. ¿Qué pasa? What is going on?
Caroline needs a second. I wasn't expecting Cortez. She'll kind of shake her head off too, and she'll be like, still a lot, scared. Why? What's up, Cortez?
You came to the back to sit alone when you're usually one of the loudest ones.
I got nothing to be loud about right now. Guess.
You're usually very open, from what I'd realized, when it comes to anything you are feeling.
And you're not so much.
No. But I am learning. Slowly, but learning.
How are you feeling?
I I don't know. All I can tell you is that trying to understand my emotions is still difficult. So, when I can't comprehend it, I simply focus on what's in front of me right now. I won't pretend to understand, Este, what you're going through, what you are feeling. But at the same time, you've been there when I've had, my moments, también, as well. So I feel like I owe you a little bit.
Thanks, Cortez. Do you think we're gonna be able to do this?
I don't know.
It feels like you've been through your fair share of failed events in life.
You're always gonna have failures in life. No life is perfect. When you've lived as long as I have.
Or died as much as you have.
Exactly.
That's a really good line, but it also makes me laugh. I apologize.
It's okay. Not every assassination attempt was perfect. Not every order I follow was perfect. I simply did what I could do. But now I have something called faith. And instead of having orders or having vengeance guide me, now it's what faith is what guides me.
Faith in who? In you?
Faith in everybody. I've always worked alone. You know that. It took me a long time to finally accept that you, Ian, Ambrose, Mop, Jeffrey, Aria, and Athena. That working together we can solve problems more efficiently and do them in a way that wouldn't necessarily be perceived as bad in most cases. I became un soldado, a soldier, so I can help protect. But then I forgot about how to protect others, and simply wanted to unleash my wrath on everything.
How do you get over that feeling? When you were a soldier and even now, of jumping into something that you might lose those around you like that.
You don't. You don't get over it. You use it to your advantage. Instead of letting it control you, you control it. I've always told myself that this is a second life that I did not deserve. But because it was given to me, I was given the opportunity. I will keep on trying to do my best. in making this world just better. Because I was given the chance. So if I die today, tomorrow, un año from now, doesn't matter how long, I will die without regrets.
And nods, taking in what he's saying.
This is your captain speaking. We're gonna have to delay our descent into the city because there is a bit of a storm that is blowing up around it, and we're gonna have to find either a different way to land or wait for the storm to blow by. Over.
Ooh, I have an idea.
What do you do?
A good time to test out this form.
Jump. You.
Time to make
Ian-
this worse.
What?
This is a pressurized plane. What are you planning on doing?
I got this. Boom.
I
Only
got
above
this.
30,000 feet. If we are below 30,000 feet, it's no longer pressurized, and you guys can jump from the plane.
You guys are
Which
currently
is
above
unlocked,
it, but
but-
you see that you're able to look it up if you want. There is a massive black, like almost hurricane cloud forming above.
Yeah, that's
our
why That's why Ashley kind of like looked up and was like, "Storm, what?"
Who
what the
pissed
fuck do
off
you
Nep?
mean? Yeah,
Who
what the fuck do
pissed
you
off
mean?
Nep?
Jacob broke up with her, yeah.
So
What?
Jacob, at
You-
least after the doors of death.
haven't
Look, my
I haven't-
characters are notorious for bad timing.
Wait. After Sander said something, you want to try something?
Yeah, go for it, Steiner.
it doesn't say on the sheet, but I did unlock the Tempest form, I believe.
What do you want to do with it?
I wanna first I wanna see if this is natural or man-made. I kind of want to see if I can sense the
Okay.
storm type of thing.
You see that? Roll me just a d20.
Where is it? Oh. That's a 2.
Okay. So you see Mop kind of stands up. Then he focuses, closes his eyes, and stretches his arm. Everybody in the room just gets shocked. And Mop, you don't feel anything. You just do it again. People keep shocking people with like static electricity.
Fuck.
Wait, so Ian and I are feeling double of this, right?
Yeah. Jeffrey Perry lets out a fart.
Oh my god.
That was a fart.
Was that supposed to be a zap noise?
Yeah, I think it was the Junkyard's closest thing to it. But you see Mop, you hear, "Ah, what the fuck?" as you keep not doing anything.
Night.
Oh, sorry. Give me one more try.
Seems like a storm so far. You can roll one more time.
Give me one more shot. Oh my fucking god.
Take it off from GM if you're rolling.
He's rolling a real dice.
No, I'm rolling
Oh,
real
okay.
dice. But why am I doing that? God damn it! It's an 8.
An 8. Okay.
That's
See-
not that bad.
You see this time, you focus a little harder, and you see that there is a bolt of electricity that goes from his fingertip into the light. Here, stop, bro.
I can't.
I don't have fart lightning.
It's like an echoey, like God.
come out of his ass, come out of his
happening?
It's straight coming down from
Natural
the
one, you can use it, okay?
All right.
But you see that, Mop, you're able to tell it's a storm. With lightning in it.
Okay.
That's as far as you got with an 8. But you didn't shock everybody in the room. It just
Right.
surprised everybody this time as a bolt of lightning connects to the ceiling and blows up the light.
Well, if it's just a storm to him, he wants to try and, I guess, make it easier for the plane, kind of clear up the storm around. I don't know if I could actually completely clear up the storm, especially with my shitty rolls today, but...
You can definitely try. Go ahead and use an
Yeah.
inspired action.
Inspired action.
Go ahead and roll a concentration or focus.
Okay.
Steiner-
Mop or
Steiner
Steiner?
Stevenson.
Steiner Stevenson. His concentration's not too bad.
24.
It's an 18.
You see, as you're getting closer, you see that the lightning starts cracking like crazy. Like around the plane. Thunderclap around you. But you see that the lightning almost seems to swirl in front of the plane. And the clouds and wind starts to push away. It seems to freak out the pilot a little bit, though. It's just like a slight, sudden jolt in the plane as it banks to the left. Everybody's like almost thrown from their seats. Please get in your seatbelts. We're experiencing some sudden turbulence, strange weather patterns. I know you're heroes, but just a heads up. Careful.
That was me.
So I'm gonna not do that, and I'm gonna check it. I do want to see the forecast in my mind.
Okay, you're able to do that. It's just they're saying it started about an hour ago. Storm just suddenly started blowing up over Arbale around Fallostown.
An hour. Okay, a hurricane takes more than an hour to freaking form.
So this is unnatural.
This is an unnatural hurricane.
In this world, nah.
So
I kind of look at Cortez as he's looking internally the way that I've seen Ian look before, and I'm like, Cortez, what is it?
It's not a natural storm.
What is it? What's happening?
I don't know. You should probably contact somebody that's on the ground
Yeah.
to see what's going on down there.
Is Jeffrey still back in the kitchen in the back?
No, I'm in the cabin enjoying a drink.
Oh, okay. You sat down.
Yes.
All right, Ashley's gonna do the thing that the pilot said not to do, and she's gonna get up out of her seat.
Okay.
Walk to the back.
You're the problem in this world.
Listen, she can't. She can blood puddle if anything goes wrong. Gripping onto the walls, but heading back there. Do we have flight attendants?
Normally, if there's more notice, but it's just the pilot right now.
Just the pilot right now.
We
That's
normally
what I thought.
have
Okay, cool.
2 pilots and 2 attendants usually on your planes.
I'm looking. I don't know the plane that well, but I'm looking for the attendant's phone because it should call the cockpit and should also be able to call down to ground.
Okay.
Depending on how close we are to the ground.
You're able to find it pretty easy enough. You've been on these planes a number of times. All right. Cool. You call the cockpit. What do you say?
No.
Oh, no, what do you
I
do?
want to
Call the ground, sorry.
I want to call the ground. I guess I'll call Thalia since we can't call her from our normal phones. So I'll use her number and call her from the plane.
You've reached Thalia Basik. Leave a message briefly.
Uh-oh!
Hey, it's Ash. I'm gonna call again just in case you didn't know whose number this is. Let us know what's happening down there. And she'll hang up the phone.
Okay.
And she'll wait a second, and then she'll call again. She said that she could have read the voicemail.
Hello, Ashley?
Thalia. We're in like a holding thing above Arbale. What's happening down there?
Not exactly sure, just... It's very recent. Probably
Um,
Nep, but I can't get a hold of Nep, or Moon Calling, or Jacob, or anything. I don't even know if any of them have a phone. Well, Moon Calling does, but she's not picking up. I'm sending people over there right now to see what's going on.
Did we get out of this plane?
I mean, I don't think you will convince that pilot to land, but I'm sure Ian would if you can convince him.
Mm-hmm.
The runway will be clear. Nobody's using it right now. But should.
Cool. Thanks, yeah.
Alright, good luck.
Gonna make her way down the middle of it and kind of talk to everyone. Hey, I just called Thalia. She says that it started suddenly and they're trying to look for Nep and Moon Calling Jacob. She doesn't know if something's up with them. Ian?
Yeah.
You think you could help the pilot land this thing? Let him know that we'll help him out to make sure it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks.
Ian's gonna go up to the pilot.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
buddy.
fuck!
Hey, chill out.
Hi. What can I do
Hey,
for you?
what's up? I'm gonna need to commandeer this vessel.
Okay.
He's immediately at the co-pilot. Go for it, sir. Captain, sir.
All right, it's been a minute since I've done this.
Can I
all
go
these
to the
planes are the
front
same, though.
and act as the second man?
Yes, you just. Jeffrey comes up behind them.
Hey, I'm gonna be your co-pilot.
Well,
Have you ever even flown a plane? I suppose you can fly the plane.
pilot, first officer, and then flight engineer are the three people that would be in a cockpit like this.
I was in the military, Ian. I know how to fly a plane.
Yeah,
Very
but
good.
listen,
flight
these planes are a
engineer.
little different.
Technically,
That's
he
allowed.
flew a plane in Kokera.
He made it float. There's a difference.
Also,
It's
to be
Hollywood
fair,
style, man.
that was old time planes. These are like new technology
These are
planes.
newfangled.
Fine, I put on the headset. I'm checking it out.
No.
I mean,
Wait, can
Jeffrey's
I-
a
the
little bit
first
familiar with planes.
The first officer is the one that's on the radio talking down below. The first officer doesn't do anything but just check the utensils. The pilot would be the one in this case, actually flying the aircraft now that it's no longer on autopilot. And then that means the pilot who was there would be the flight engineer, and he's the one making sure they have everything checked before they land.
Can I go in there anyways?
Mm-hmm.
Just to calm the fucking pilot down.
Talk him down a little
Good,
bit.
yeah, no, that's
There you
good.
go.
That's some good shit.
Just
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
You know, I think we need some
sometimes with
smooth
the calming
jazz in here,
tone.
guys.
Yeah, we'll add a fourth member, the random singer.
Yeah, the
Now, there's big turbo airplanes that do have 4 cockpit, and I don't know who the 4th guy is. I think he's a navigator. I don't know what his position would be though, because now
He's
we're just
the-
down to 2
no,
people in a
He's the
cockpit.
change.
it's-
He's the relief pilot.
The guy who
Probably.
vibes.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a term. Yeah, he probably would be the relief pilot. There'd be 2 pilots. That's true. Ari is the relief pilot who will never be called upon to relieve the pilot.
Exactly.
Well,
But I will calm him down.
I'm just like a chill pilot, I guess.
So,
You
I know
guys got
as you guys are working on flying the plane, Ian, if you could just roll me a straight dex at advantage. In the meantime, I know, Moogles, you did want Athena to do something earlier, and a lot of different things happened. Is there something you still want to do?
No, it's irrelevant now.
Okay. Gotcha.
I just didn't want to like steamroll and try and do something during other people.
No, you're good. I just wanted to come back just in case to check. Things have happened.
All good.
Moving around.
Just Athena, at this point, for reference, Athena's just been sitting by themselves looking at the window, listening to what's been going on, but just is vibing.
Gotcha. All right. So, you see that as you guys are going and going downwards, Ian, you rolled a 28. It's pretty darn good. As you fly down, it's definitely very hard to land, but Mop holding that kind of tension with the lightning is also making it a bit easier to go down on it. As you're heading towards the runway, I need you to roll me once more at just a normal roll. It would normally be disadvantage, but making it advantage from Mop. Go ahead and just roll a normal one. Do a normal dex check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even better. 33. So you see Ian expertly lands, definitely a rocky ride, but it doesn't drive you face first into the runway or into the ocean or anything like that.
Wouldn't that be funny?
You all just die again in a
Don't
plane.
worry, I got this.
I got Worry.
Jeffrey just comes out of the wreckage like, what the fuck?
I bottled and I
What the hell?
My bad. On me.
So, you guys land, bumpy ride. It is like 110 mile/hour winds right now. It is pitch black. There
Oh,
is
fuck.
rain, lightning. There's tornadoes rolling around as well.
Tornadoes.
Before we-
Okay.
Tornadoes and a
before
hurricane
we-
cloud everywhere.
Before we open the door, as we're just seeing all of this, from the plane.
Mhm.
Ashley will kind of look back at everyone and be like, Thalia said she can't get a hold of any of the misfits. Do you,
Not even Jacob.
not even Jacob. And Moon Calling tends to have a phone, but she couldn't get through that either. Is there anything we can do before we get out in that? And she kind of points back to the window.
I probably gotta cling to Jeffrey. I'll probably get blown away immediately.
And Ambrose, there's no way we can use any of those portals, right?
I can attempt, but there's also a chance we'll end up in hell.
Yeah, never mind.
So,
Ian, did you maybe want to go check things out, or?
Yeah, sure.
so as Ian
If
goes,
I'm not back in like, I don't know, 5-15 minutes, assume I blew away.
as Ian bolts off,
I'm gonna go slower. It's you know.
it's fast, but it's still a lot slower because otherwise he'd be
You have a
going
lot
like
of
this
friction
back
on
and
you
forth.
now.
He's like careening around corners. Other corners he like goes way too far and has to come back and then turn. It's rough. It's very hard. But I'm going to cut away for a second here.
Huh?
He blew away.
Jacob.
As the lightning flashes.
Jacob!
Oh, wow. Long time, buddy. What's going on down here?
That's so cool.
Oh, wait a second.
Why do things always
Never
happen
mind.
when we leave?
Never mind.
Maybe
I
that's
know,
why
right?
they
Every
happen.
time we leave Arbale, everything goes to shit.
So, it is not storming currently for Jacob or for Nep, where the two of them are. Back at the Misfit House. However, when he is over there, kind of just enjoying the lake nearby, Nep stops mid-conversation. She kind of turns, and you see that she puts up a large sheet of water suddenly. In front of both of you, as you see a blast of darkness come from the ground. And reverberate.
shit.
And you see a figure rise out of it. Bald-headed, red eyes. Red irises, I should say.
No! No! No!
Afternoon. Nep. Jacob. As Solemn steps out of the ground. The nightmare form of him. I need you both to roll initiative. Or just Jacob in this
No!
Well, shit.
No!
Okay.
case. Place your token anywhere.
Well, I gotta open up this sheet. I wasn't expecting this. Okay.
I mean, you should have been, because you're the only character that knows about this and is still neglected to tell anyone.
Well, there's gonna be two of his characters that know about it now.
And neither of us are gonna tell you.
Well, who knows if
Well,
Jacob
you
will
kind of
do that.
have. Jacob has to. There's a hurricane.
It was a joke. Never mind.
Fuck your joke.
Fuck you.
I mean, it could not be a joke if he doesn't live.
Don't say that.
No,
you
the
can
joke's
say-
on him because he's dead.
The joke's on you.
Okay. What'd you roll for initiative?
Give me a sec. My computer is
on you, I
being
call
weird.
him the stat.
You can just roll a d20 if you'd like.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have a plus. Natural one.
Okay, well, you go last. You go last. Nep goes first. Solemn goes second. You see that as that sheet and he appears, he's about to take an aggressive action before Nep kind of swirls up, moving both of you back, and it starts to blast forward. And you see she shoots a large wave of water. What have you done to yourself? And you see that the water just passes through him like he's not even there. I've done nothing. Nothing that you need to worry about much longer. He's gonna attack her back. And she's gonna immediately put up a defense. which it passes through. His form and his attacks being at least partially intangible. You see she is hit and knocked back as a part of her water evaporates from her form as that black necrotic bolt hits her. You see his skin starts to glow this necrotic purple as he walks forward. And she goes to defend herself, but then he turns, fires at Jacob. I need you to make a defense dodge or toughness. Pretty good. You see, you're able to just barely dodge as you see the form. Even the part that comes near you, like the few droplets that it does catch, just evaporate into the air. You see Nep is getting angry and the storm is already starting to swirl. You see a few raindrops hit the ground. But as they hit Solemn, they just seem to pass through him like he's not even there. It's your turn.
Now, I don't actually think I have an ability, ironically, to do this, but I'm going to attempt. I'm gonna throw my trident. I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm just gonna fucking yeet it at him.
Okay.
Because the water isn't working, so.
Go ahead and roll a d20. Add your proficiency bonus as well as your dexterity modifier.
All right, so 8 and 9. Okay, so that's plus 17. I got a 17. So 34?
Yes, 34. All right, let me roll for him. That is a natural 1. You see,
get fucked!
You throw. You see, he has it. He's holding it. Just kind of pulls it out of his chest. You see this dark black blood.
Can I freeze his hand?
Sure. Freeze his hand to it. All right. I will say that took 2 action points to throw it, 1 to freeze it.
Okay. And then I will erupt a geyser underneath his feet.
Okay.
Pulling water from the actual trident if I need to.
Okay. It seems like it moves up around him, and you notice that he doesn't seem to be the thing that moves from the water, but the trident is in him, and it pushes him up as the trident swells with water, and he's dragged along with it. Go ahead and roll your geyser.
Sweet.
Okay. You're able to push him up and away. He's kind of pushed to the side a little bit and up, and he launches and falls and rolls quickly onto his feet. It's still in him at the moment. I believe that will end your turn currently within this space. Working narratively, I know that's more action points than usual.
Oh shit, yeah, I just
right.
realized the geyser is a lot of action points.
That's
I wasn't
right.
even looking at that.
That's right.
fine.
Narratively, that's all allowed for this case. Did you see
Oh
that?
wait, I used my heavy geyser. I probably could have used regular geyser.
Yeah, we'll just say it's a
Okay.
regular geyser instead of the heavy. But you see that as this happens, he kind of turns as Nep also sees that moment and is going to aim to hit the spear to kind of bed it in more. Bunch of raindrops just kind of form into this large block of water. It hits down into him, smashes him back forward. And you see that the waves around you in the nearby lake start to thrash, and the wind starts to pick up around her as she starts to float up into the air. And she just looks at him. "What have you done? You pitiful creature." And she's just angry. More so the fact that he attacked you as well. And she's going to kind of make this almost torrent of water, just spinning cyclone around you. You technically are now within salt water as well.
Oh, yeah.
Being near her. And you see that he smacked and launched back. Hits into the water. But you see when he would splash, no sound. And the trident comes back to you. No longer connected to him.
Damn.
It seemed like that was a very hefty hit, though. And you hear his voice. "You can't be everywhere, though, can you?"
Well, we kind of can.
Don't antagonize her.
Far from home, aren't you, Neb?
Sorry, I guess she can't live in a fucking house.
He doesn't come out. You don't see him.
Bitch.
She immediately, Nep, combat's over at this current moment. Nep doesn't wait for you, just goes towards the house.
I 100% also would have. In fact, I would have been practicing a lot. I'd like to try and create rain so that she can travel faster.
Fortunately, Nep's already ahead of you with the rain, her emotional state. You're able to bounce after her quickly as she's rocketing through the water. By the time you get there, you hear screaming and crying. It's only been maybe a minute, maybe less. You hear the sound of Medusa's crying. Maybe he had already went there first. You see Nep breaks through the door. What? Was everyone okay? No. No. You see you walk forward. And you see Moon calling. Gash through her throat. Same as on Solemn's. Black mark. Her eyes black as well. The one thing you notice, her staff shattered in pieces. You see Moon calling just goes over her. Jacob, can we bring them to Ambrose? Where are they? They're not in the city right now. He knew, didn't he? Who knew? Solemn. He did this. We're going to find him. No, he'll kill you too. You don't know that. Light and Zindas look at each other, nod, and they leave. Medusa is just angrily clawing at her sides of her head. You see that there are blood marks from just angry tears. You see Nep is just spiraling at this point. She is assumedly crying. As you can see the storm, you see bits of the roof start to fly off the building. And she just screams angrily. I'm going to find him, Jacob. Find your friends. Contact them if you can. I'm gonna kill him. This storm of water, she just disappears.
Okay. When she does that, I'm gonna run up to Moon calling. Is there a pulse?
No.
Okay, I'm going to freeze, just create just a large thing of ice just sort of around the wound to just kind of freeze it in place. And then I'd like to try an inspired action here.
Okay.
I want to take my trident and sort of, and the way I store it sort of as a tattoo on my chest, I want to do the same thing to Moon Calling. I want to place the trident in Moon Calling's chest and start to slowly use that like trident's water to like envelop her and just like carry her with me as I go out and try and find them.
Okay. You see, roll me concentration or focus.
Oh Jesus! These are such low numbers.
Okay. 19, not often. You see, as you focus, it takes you a large moment, and you see that you're kind of stopped at one point, and you see that all of a sudden you have an angry Medusa kind of look up at you, and you instinctively turn away, but you're fortunate that didn't seem to matter because you already looked at her without trying, but it didn't seem to turn you to stone, fortunately. And she's like,
Huh? What are you doing?
I'm trying to help her.
What are you doing, though?
I just want to get her to my friends.
Roll persuasion.
All right. I'm great at that.
18. Okay.
Fine. I'm going to find him then. I'm going to turn him a stupid ass stone.
That's fine with me.
Nah, she gets a curse this time.
You see now you're the only
That's
person.
not the cursing I'm worried about.
You see that a couple other people also leave the house. Some that don't normally ever do. They seem to be fucking pissed. Like No Face and all the other
can
ones.
you blame them?
Just all of them are like all
Bro.
bullets in.
If we told Candor and the other group that in Trinity that Solemn killed Moon Calling, they'd come back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She's the mom.
So should we tell him?
You see, you
We
go to
unify under under the same hatred.
Okay.
So, Jacob, you bend back down to try it again. And all of a sudden, you hear,
And now you're alone.
Shit.
Her favorite.
No.
I need you to roll a defense, dodge, or toughness, please.
How much time has passed? Just a casual question here.
Asking for a friend.
You see,
Asking for literally.
you see that he grabs around your form with this dark energy around your neck.
Say hi to Moon Calling for me.
Can I turn to water?
Not at the moment. He seems to be forcing your energy around you to stay solid. As you see, you light.
Can I freeze myself?
You're in a stun, technically.
Damn it.
Ian, you walk in the door. You see,
My boys are
you see a figure with a bald head, dark skin, looks vaguely like Solemn's clothing, holding Jacob up in the air. Dark.
It doesn't
energy
really
around the
matter
hand.
who it is. Ian's still kind of pissed.
Okay.
So here's what I got for you. Okay. Okay. Here's what I have.
I'm gonna kill everyone in the room and then myself.
Inspired action from Ian.
So he's grabbing him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's the plan. I'm gonna take a targeted attack at the hand, so I can then essentially break this grapple, which is technically a stun, but I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can push Boy out of the way, right? While throwing a few pulse rifles in there, and then end in defense mode with Jacob behind me.
So this is all happening very, very fast. Ian, go ahead and make your target attack. I will say it has a +5 to the save, because you're hitting a very small point specifically. But go ahead and roll your first attack. It's a good roll, 44.
In combat mode.
In combat mode, so even higher. That's a 50. So you see the hand as Jacob gets launched back. And you see, go ahead and roll 3 normals, because it's happening so quick.
You said that the roof was like torn off by Neb, right?
It's not torn up, but like pieces of it, like pieces of the shingles are just flying around because of the wind.
And then after all of that, I'm switching into defense mode.
Gotcha.
With Jacob behind me.
He didn't save any of those.
Suck it.
A bit quicker than I thought.
I didn't know that you were still around.
Ambrose neglected to tell you.
Yeah.
He's behind Ian all of a sudden.
And I'm in front of him now.
No, this is unpredictable.
Oh, shit.
He's going to go ahead and try to backhand Ian. I need you to make a dodge.
Dodge?
Do I have any reaction?
Oh, yeah, you're still stunned. You'll have one in a sec.
I don't know if I even have any.
That is a 53 he rolled.
That's fine.
So you see Ian, you slapped on the side of the face, and you go spiraling into the wall, practically through it. Ian's like, oh, this is some shade level speed.
That's uncalled for.
He's gonna look, and the still stunned Jacob, he's gonna go with a big blast.
Disadvantage.
Jacob, roll at disadvantage as well, because you're stunned.
How much damage did I take, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Let me roll this on here. You took 826 force damage.
Wait. Did you say force damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah, you're good. Your energy's a bad one. Force is okay.
You said what? 800 and what? Sorry.
843.
Okay. I tried to short you 1 damage. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My
Really
bad.
quickly,
Mhm.
DM?
Yes.
Just because Ian said before he left, if he's not back between 5 and 10 minutes.
I was getting to that
um,
actually.
It has been 4 minutes. You got the-
Just keep, because
Yeah.
I want to
No,
know.
I
because
have it in my
Ashley's
brain.
Definitely in her head, like, well.
I got you guys. Don't worry.
All right,
I was just waiting for it to
out.
get back to my action.
He had to save him first. Okay. Re-rolling that to a 32 would still hit. Ian, you're able to see the blast. He's not able to get out of the way in time.
This is at disadvantage, correct? Like he has disadvantage?
He had disadvantage. Ambrose also had disadvantage. He was still, or not Ambrose. Jacob, sorry.
Cool. Well, Jacob's like squishy.
Yeah,
so
probably
I think
kill
I'll take that.
Okay. So you see this time Ian takes I got fucking too big for the big blast. 2,805 points of necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, no, that would have straight up murdered me.
Ow, fuck!
Okay. That brings us back to we'll say Jacob. He's no longer stunned. He can take he can take his turn if he needs to.
Alright.
You saw Ian just dive in front of that blast.
And that did a sizable chunk of his health.
Alright, The storm's going crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And are we near water, or is it like just the rain that I got to work with?
Just the rain outside.
Okay.
You're near-ish, but not like close. Not like within line of sight, without going a little bit.
Is it technically raining a bit inside since part of the
no
roof
holes,
did get torn
just
off?
like parts. No roof hasn't been turned off. Just shingles have.
Okay.
Like tops.
Gotcha.
Well, either way, I learned that water is not going to work very well to attack him. I need to use my weapon. In fact, let's see. Okay. I will... First off, I'm going to give Ian ice armor.
I don't think this is a winnable fight, my man.
No, we got this.
We don't have this!
Ice armor for Ian. Okay. How much?
Ian has to call him the boy.
Hold on.
Because you can stack. It gives. What is it? It gives 100. You can do it 6 times to give him 600 points of temp HP.
Very helpful.
Hey, it hurts him if it hits you.
It's
Alright, hold on. I will... Damn, okay. If we were fighting in water, I would feel more confident, but...
We're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
But we're not, so I guess... Yeah, okay, fine. I will... if Ian allows me, I'm gonna throw my trident sort of in Sullum's direction to see if he'll avoid it.
Okay.
And when he dodges it, it's gonna fly through the window.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a deception in this case. Well, that's his second natural one.
Yes. And
Hold on,
I'm gonna fucking rain dash out of there using the trident as like sort of a booster rocket for me, and I'm gonna use the ice armor around Ian to try and like urge him to come with me.
Okay, you can see, and you feel a slight tug as he teleports out of the room. Steiner, what did you have?
I know that he said 15 minutes, but in my head I'm thinking.
He said 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
It's been 5 to 10 minutes.
But it's been like 4.
Right.
We're like at
either
5
way,
now. It's like okay, it's about to be 6, but he did. Say
knowing that we can't get a hold of, I probably should have followed. But either way, knowing that we can't get a hold of Jacob and the rest of them, Mop, I would say would be getting a little antsy and probably head over there sooner.
Okay.
If that's.
I was about to prompt you guys as well.
If I see Mop getting antsy from at the 5-minute mark, then Ashley will probably chime up and be like, "Hey, Seamus, Mop, how about you guys head out and we'll find a way to follow you guys after."
All right. Let's go,
And
Horace.
can I say it's at that point that Ian would send just a location to where he is? Like
Drop.
that's all he has time to
And
send.
we know this is the Misfit House, right?
Yeah, do we know that's the Misfit House?
Oh,
That's all I
I
need.
guess he's with Moon Calling and all of them.
If Ian just drops a location with no context, I think people know that
Yeah,
business is going down.
That's bad.
Yeah. Like
That's
usually
bad.
Ian will put something like funny, like "Ha, lol, look me just
Fair.
getting murdered." So if he just dropped a
Fair.
location, that means
Great.
haul ass.
Ashley will look at that and then look at everyone like, "Fuck."
Oh god.
Mop will turn into
Seamus-
Catboy and book it.
Can you help us? Can you help the rest of us get there somehow? This is to Seamus.
Okay. You see, he turns into. He takes a moment, and you see he starts to grow, and you see he turns into what seems to be this giant, like lizard. Like you know those basilisk lizards that can run on water, that are also just very fast in general.
buddy.
But he's
That's dope.
giant. and
Can you turn into the cat bus from Totoro?
I turn into a bottle. El Phantasma turns into whatever's on someone's body. And then
No,
we
actually, I
know
was
that
gonna
he
do
needs
something
to carry.
different.
Okay.
I was actually gonna just pick up Athena and go into
You have
my.
robot shit.
Yeah, I can fly now. So
Yeah.
I was
wanna
gonna go
fly in
into
100
celestial
happen.
metal agility, where I have double flight speed.
He's better than you, Ian.
Well,
He's really not, but
No.
okay.
You see that you take
I'm
off.
fast, but I'm not that fast.
Roll me a dexterity.
He's also flying at
I
120 miles an hour.
I was saying that he could keep himself a little bit better.
I'm gonna give him precog because I see what he's doing.
Advantage on dex. Well, you have advantage on dex anyway.
Well,
Oh,
fine.
I was also gonna use a shield to block out like any wind and rain
That's
around
not how
me
that
as
shield
well.
works.
Is that how that works?
No,
Okay, never
it's
mind.
not a
then.
physical shield. It's a shield of light.
Gotcha.
Light doesn't stop wind.
I mean,
far
I
as
have
I
a
know.
shield of force.
That might help.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, that actually significantly helps because it's the wind would largely be force damage here. So that allows him to fly without having to roll.
Poggers.
Very good. Okay.
Wow,
I'm
what a
gonna-
power couple.
I'm gonna ask Jeffrey to turn if he would like to turn into a metal blob. So it's
then she's
easier
just
to
holding-
carry.
She's holding a metal blob bucket and
Yeah.
one bucket, and then she's
I'll
the only
carry
one on
all of
the
them.
lizard.
Also, really
Carry the
quickly,
blobs.
while this is happening, I'm gonna use one of my new abilities that I haven't used yet. I'm gonna regain a bar of energy.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Oh, because you used a lot of your energy in that hotel.
Yeah, I was sitting at like a pretty 4.5 bars.
Yeah,
Well, all of you guys would be healed up.
I'm
But not energy.
My
Not
energy doesn't
energy.
go up.
I mean,
I'm gonna carry the blobs and hop on Seamus's back. Cause I know I'm not gonna survive flying through
So
that.
as you guys are racing forward, Ian, Jacob has jumped out of the building. What are you doing? You dropped your pig.
Yeah, so I'm doing something a little different than escaping. I'm gonna do a heroic action.
Okay.
And from what I've gathered, this guy's weird and is kind of shade-like, meaning that he has unpredictables. But I understand how unpredictables work. So I would like to prevent him from escaping by predicting the unpredictable.
With a heroic action, possibly.
And I'll sink like an entire reaction bar into this.
Okay. Go ahead and
So
roll me a
pretty much
concentration or
every
focus
move
as
he
well.
makes, I block him out, so he can't leave.
Okay.
So
How much does
concentration.
Ian know of his powers?
So he, from what I remember, he's like the guy that can kind of go through things, and also has some like he can fuck with mental shit a little bit. I had some. Yeah, I think that's some stuff that he can do, but his main stuff is like he outwits his opponents by phasing through shit, and I understand that, so I should maybe be able to counter that.
Maybe.
With speed.
How would you stop him from necessarily leaving or phasing through the ground? Is what I want to know. Because I understand the intent, but I
Yeah.
don't want to be like, all right, you do all this cool stuff, you rolled great, and yeah, he just sinks through the ground. Sorry.
So like if he sinks through the ground, right? I know where Jacob's at.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the prime target.
Okay.
So what I do is he's gonna have to come up at some point, and when he does, because I'm reacting to his unpredictables, I move Jacob.
Jacob is over 1,000 feet away at this point.
Exactly, but I can move 1,000 feet easily.
Yeah. They
So
can both
pretty
move
much-
pretty fucking fast now.
Pretty much, Jacob. If Jacob's the target,
Ian is making
anything
sure.
he tries to do at Jacob does not happen. So he either has to take care of me, or he gets gets the middle finger.
I like it. And Jacob is able to keep moving away at a very good speed as well.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we are able to figure out that intent, so it will be that. Go ahead and roll me a concentration or focus, just to make sure. That's good. 32. So you see that as he does that, he's watching you, Ian, concentrating very, very hard. At this speed, Ian is finding the most minute little details at such a predictable level. It's also a guessing game. Ian knows this. He knows that Solemn here probably knows it as well. He vanishes through the ground. Ian takes off. You see that. You see where the trident is. You see a blast come out of it. Ian blasts it away once more. Then it stops. And Ian looks around for any sign of it. Jacob's still bouncing away. And then you see off in the distance. Actually, it's storming out. Roll me perception, Ian.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna roll a perception
Okay.
because all Ian would be focusing on, regardless if he's waiting or not, would
Fair.
be reacting to this. So I'm gonna say that Ian wouldn't be thinking about that right now.
Okay. Then I will say, everybody else, Mop getting there first, then Seamus, Arya, and Jeffrey with Ashley, and then Cortez and Athena with Ambrose. I'm assuming got on the Lizard too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thought so. They all arrive as well at the house. The only person you see there is a dead moon caller. That is where we'll end for tonight's
No!
There's
so many more minutes we can have. There's the whole 15 minutes we can
there isn't.
No,
There's,
no,
that's
no.
because there's a big thing coming up, and we don't have the time for it.
Thing.
But hey, guys, it could be worse. You could see a dead moon calling, and a probably like it was necrotic damage that I took, and I'm not on high health, which means Ian probably looks worse than he should look.
Yeah, I'll get to the details of what they see next week on the ground as well. But thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys for watching.
You.
And I'll see you next time.
Woo.